Welcome everyone. Today is day number 2 here at the 2026 visit Maldives Pro. We are here in Thulusdhoo for another amazing day of competition, but this one, people, is very important because this is a repechage rounds. Today is going to be a fairly short day, and we are going to see some names being knocked out. So, good morning.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm very happy to be back here, and we don't really want to take much time of
Yeah.
the action, so let's hit the water,
Yeah.
and we can show you the conditions, and we can show you who is coming in this first heat of the round number 3, actually, because it's it will be the 3. It's a repechage, and we have, look at that, we have 8 titles in. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was actually a mistake. That's not the round, but we're going to get it. But yeah, we have big names in this round, people. And if you're just getting here, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure to follow us in the social media. And you get all the information there. We are going to give you the presentation. And we're going to, yeah. We are starting with the women division, round number 3, which is an elimination round, is the repechage. And yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, the conditions right now compared to yesterday, today is a very rainy day. I think today you can see that the sets are a bit slower than yesterday, actually. And as you can see, the swell is a bit smaller, and the tide is very high. Yesterday when we started, you can literally see the corals, and from the little island, you could see the corals has just disappeared inside the huge tide. And let's see, this heat is going to be very exciting. Let's see what the competitors are going to give us today, because yesterday was a brilliant day, fantastic game by all of the contestants, I must say. And Bego, what do you think about today's heats?
We are actually, it is starting. We have to present. And you know what? I just got a communication from the technical team, and actually, they are granting 40 minutes for these rounds, okay? So it's being changed right now. And look at that. We have in the water Neymara Carvalho, Alexandra Rinder, Bianca Simoes, and Maíra Viana. So 9 world titles in total there. It's amazing. We have Maíra Viana 2024 IBC World Tour champion, as you can see right there. Amazing to see these names in the repechage,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Absolute champs, absolute pros out there. And you have young contestants, you have senior contestants who has absolutely blown our minds away with their beautiful maneuvers and their beautiful surfing, actually. Even yesterday, we saw these contestants in the non-elimination round, but today's dynamic completely changes because today they're going to be competing in this rapid charge division, which is way more exciting. Yeah, yesterday it would be like some of the contestants would literally hold themselves back a little bit. I'm gonna test the wave. I'm gonna gain more knowledge about the wave spot, when to take the wave, how long does the sets come, uh, where to stay, where to catch the wave. And today it's going to be totally different. Today is going to be head on with each other. So let's see if these contestants, how much they use their knowledge in this. I'm really excited to see these contestants out here. Yesterday, Namara did a great job. Alexandra, Bianca, Myra, all of these contestants. Yeah.
All right, everyone. So yeah, round number 2, because trials do not count as a round. All right, so we had round number 1, which is a non-elimination round that happened yesterday, and unfortunately, these world champions, amazing riders, fell into the repechage. Nobody wants to fall in this stage. And check this out: the starting things: Alexandra Rinder, our defending world champion, is gonna attack that leap and goes for a good roll. And not so good because you didn't land it. That's so unfortunate. But yeah, just to shake things. It's so hard to actually take that first wave of the day. You don't know what's happening there. You're the first heat. Maybe you have been watching all day, but this place changes a lot.
Yeah.
So you see, it's tricky. Also, you have to consider right now this lady right here, Maida Viana. She had an injury yesterday, but she's looking good. Starting things with the reverse, that is a complete maneuver. Maybe she's gonna find a section there, but she's gonna go for something sure for sure. And there you go. It's a roll, and it is a complete move for Maida Viana. What a warrior! Now, Neymar Carvalho gonna leave you the replays, and she's going for a quick forward there. Beautiful, stylish, but yeah, just one maneuver. And a bigger wave in a good section. But we'll see. It will be interesting to compare, Maida's wave, which, had 2 maneuvers. The roll was in the smallest area of the wave, of course, and not as projected as the judges like, but still.
Yeah, there you can see the replay. Just coming, the champ, the defending champ coming down and just finding the right pocket and hitting that barrel, but couldn't make it out, so she got washed away. And then just after that, you could see a beautiful spin, and then she goes down and tries to find the pocket and goes and just hits the right spot and tries hard and makes it out. Completely out. She claimed that wave. And there you have the smaller one. The wave actually came crashing down, so she couldn't actually do much on it. So just one maneuver, and then she backs out from it. And you can see the condition of the wave today. Yeah, there you have Alexandra again on it.
Yeah, Alexandra is looking for something. It's a complete move for her. She actually she knows how important it is to try not to go too far to the inside because it will take you longer to get back out there. So you gotta be fast and check this out.
Yeah, that's the replay. Alexandra, absolute beautiful lining, just going down and then finds the right pocket and hits it and coming out. It was with so much confidence. She knows today is that day, today is important, and then she just absolutely executes it very nicely.
It's all or nothing, Aman, today.
Yeah.
It's all or nothing. You
Yeah.
have to leave everything on the field because, it depends. You definitely depend on this result. It's only
Yeah.
two qualifying spots in these rounds. Only first and second will continue in competition, and third and fourth are going to be knocked out of this important event for the women, because we are uh, kicking the women division, kicking
Yeah.
off the women
Yeah.
division here. So it is really important that these points are crucial
Yeah.
to the world title contention. So yeah, we wanted to show you the link tree right there. Oh, wait a second. This is Daimara Carvalho dropping in a bomb, and she is attacking in a perfect
Oh.
way. Very difficult to pull and get stuck in the landing. It's frustrating for her for sure.
Yeah, you gotta be absolutely sure about this. But this a beautiful wave, a big section, and then she hits it. You have to remember from yesterday's experience that this wave, the second section closes in pretty hard on you. So before it just the splash comes in, you have to try to make it a bit forward. That push that you need to get out of it, and she just got completely taken out by it. But uh, my, Myra, I would really like to appreciate her work here. Now she's got her first wave with a three-pointer. She Yesterday we saw the damage that she endured during one of the heats, the shoulder dislocation, and today she's come up and she's ready to go and scoring now. And you have Neymara, second wave. She has a 1.70 and 3.75. Alexandra with two waves, that's a 1.50 and a 3.75 with 5.25 of a total. And Mayara with a 3 point, that's her only wave. And Bianca with a 1.50 with her only wave. The heats just started. We have 32 minutes left. We're already seeing some beautiful waves coming in, so let's see. It's getting really good out there. Like the contestants are really compatible right now. It's so exciting to see this.
All right, everyone. Today, beautiful day for the Maldivians. You were explaining that it's part of your culture that Friday is a day dedicated to prayer. Couple hours, right? That you
Yep.
guys pray, and I find it really nice. And actually, um, I am a very spiritual person in my way,
Yeah.
So I think this is a personal point of view. I think it's really good to connect with your spiritual side. So
Yeah.
definitely, that's one thing that I admire and I honor from you guys and your culture, to
Thank you
take
so much.
the time,
Yeah.
to connect, and that's amazing. So that happens every Friday,
Yeah.
like you say. Is it a special day for you
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah, it's always an off day. It's always a special day for us. Government would be closed. It's Friday, Saturday, because Friday is our Friday prayer day. So it's very special for us. Uh, it is a public holiday. And on top of that, today is our national day. So uh, two things. We call it Gaumi Duas. So uh, absolute special. We have three major things happening. Today is the Friday prayer day. Today is Gaumi Day, National Day. And on top of that, the second day of Maldives Pro 2026. And we have all of you with us and all of the contestants. So beautiful day and very happy, very honored for all of this happening right now to Maldives and being here in Thulusdhoo. Such a beautiful break. We have loads of breaks in Kafu Atoll alone. So whoever wants to just get to know more about the atoll, you have lots of breaks in the capital atoll of Maldives, Thulusdhoo. Here we have Sultans, Honkies, Jailbreak, Past the Point, Lohis, Cokes. Right now we are at Cokes, and just you can see chickens just next to us in the resort in front of us, which is called Kudabilingili.
Yeah, that's where the beautiful chickens breaks. I've been watching that left, and we'll see if we get some time. But right now, These are 40-minute heats, people, and full elimination rounds. We are in the presence of the repechage. Stressful moments for big names in the water, such as the 5 times world champion, Neymar Carvalho, currently leading the heat, but not too much, not too comfortable at all. Alexandra Rinder in second, and check this out. This is the first wave of Bianca Simoes coming from Espiritu Santo and attacking in a great way. Very well projected roll there, and not in the biggest wave, but definitely that was a well executed roll, and she is going to get some scores.
Yeah, you must give it to her effort. You can see her paddling from her fins and try to catch that section there, just hitting it and completely executing it. So the effort is 100% good. Not the best wave, but yeah, that's a good score from that. We'll see what the judges give her for that.
Well, today a little bit of tricky conditions. It's a little bit hard to anticipate what the wave is going to be doing. You know, we have been watching since the morning. I think the wind is a little bit, it's affecting a little bit the wave. You know, we had very glassy days, and even though you see the wave is not like when it breaks, it's actually kind of glassy and offshore. But there's something going on there. You know, they're not offering those open faces that much. But either way, it is contestable. We were talking with Andrew Lester, our partner. He has been surfing, and he said it's surfable, it's contestable. So we're gonna get to hear from him today. I didn't surf, but yeah, I mean, the thing is that, you know, Aman, we don't want to rush things, but we are
Absolutely.
going to be left with not so much swell in the upcoming days. So although we still have a lot of time in the event window, we need to get some things done. So let's see. Alexander Rinder looking to change that 1.5 and not happening in that one.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. Yeah, conditions could change every day. You never know. It's pretty unpredictable here, but you know it's good waves. It's a good break. So let's hope for the best. I don't think in these conditions that we do have to stop the competition, but we have very good waves there, and these contestants are purely capable of generating so much good maneuvers, such good hits. So let's go Maldives Pro.
Oh, this is so cool to be here. We were having this meeting today, and you were telling us how
Yeah,
exciting it is for the whole community and for us as well. I think the whole world is loving to have the event here in Thulusdhoo. Thank you so much to everyone that made it possible. And why not? Let's just
yeah.
mention everyone. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, of course. We cannot do this without all of our sponsors. So, uh, presented in association with the Ministry of Youth and Empowerment, Sports and Fitness, and the Secretariat of Thulusdhoo Council, who has been hosting. This is the hosting island, and they've been really good. And Diragu is our digital partner. Season Paradise for our accommodation, absolutely beautiful. Blissview, also the second accommodation partner, Be the Bin Events, which is providing us with the entire sound and everything. And there you can see a takeoff from Maria and a beautiful barrel made. That was tremendous. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a nice roll. Actually, check this out. She was fast.
yeah,
She didn't hesitate and attack that closeout section and went for a projected roll. So yeah, that's what she wants to do. You know, she wants to be certain that she's going to be landing those rolls because, you know, she got an injury yesterday. It's not her first time. Actually, she already has surgery on her shoulder. I think I was told that it was a couple years ago. So, you know, for her to have that happening again is definitely something that could makes you hold back, right? But
yeah,
she's not holding back at all. Check this out. Now she gets the first position. She was in the third position,
yeah,
and now she's first. Makes sense to me. You know, that
yeah,
was
wow.
actually a good maneuver. So
Yeah.
yeah, good job for our, 2024 IBC World Tour Women World
Yeah.
Champion.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. Knowing the fact that she already had surgery, and yesterday with the incident, and today just absolutely smashing those waves with those maneuvers. That's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, tells you how much she wants it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
How fearless she is.
yeah,
So she really wants to do well. And you have to think these ladies, they have been waiting for this moment for 11 months,
yeah,
right? So they have been preparing themselves, thinking about this specific moment to
yeah.
coming back to the world tour. They live for this sport.
Absolutely.
Of course, everybody has different jobs, and they have their own life, but they are true athletes that have been preparing for this. So right now it's all or nothing, and
Yeah,
and I think it's great to watch how driven they are.
yeah.
It's what it is. It's what it takes, right?
Yeah, truly, I agree 100% with you. Yeah, seeing all of this is just amazing. Yeah, and yeah, you see names like Alexandra and Nemara here in this heat, which is actually a very big thing where a contestant just dislocates her shoulder yesterday and comes up and just takes the heats number one with a 4.75 and a 3.0 and a total in total together 7.75 and there you can see now Nemara is looking for a wave with the number one priority and standing in second place right now in the heat with a 5.45. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Aman, no one is really comfortable there because for Neymar Carvalho to get back to that first position, it only takes a wave of 4.01, which is a completely doable thing for our 5 times world champion. And some ladies are getting ready there to go, and I think I can't recognize them from here, but yeah, Alexandra Rinder only looking for a 1.7 to get the second position. That she can do that in her sleeps.
Yep.
And Bianca Simois, she only looks for a 1.76. So nothing has been said. 22 minutes in the clock. That's a lot of time. And these ladies are completely capable to change situations many times within those 22 minutes.
I agree 100% because they still haven't caught a lot of waves yet, and the sets are still coming in. They have time. You have 22 minutes on the clock right now, and let's see what they do in this coming wave sets that are up ahead for sure. And just like you said, you don't have a lot of difference between the scores right now. So 100% capable contestants out there of changing those scores. Absolutely.
All right, everyone, if you're just getting here, come on, do Bodyboarding a favor. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow us in the social media because, this is the start of the Women Prime Series and the start of this division. Make sure to scan that QR code and get connected with us. Get involved with
Yeah,
this sport,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah, yeah. I love that energy.
Well,
Yeah.
yesterday I was a little sick. Today I'm myself again. I have my
Yes.
coffees.
Get well soon to you, and hopefully you'll do even better tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
for sure,
Yeah.
man. You can be. Oh, let's see this one. This is Bianca Simo. Is not needing much, and she's gonna go for something big for sure. There you go, another row. And I'll tell you what, Aman, with that, there's gonna be a change of situation because
Yeah.
she's gonna get way more than what she needs.
I agree. There you can see with her with this beautiful wave, and she just finds the right place, and that's a clean barrel. Yeah, she comes out. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, it's a roll, it's a roll. All right, so here, Neymar Carvalho finally taking off on a wave and shutting down on her. That's unfortunate. But let's see. We're waiting for important scores for Bianca Simoes, who is only looking for a 1.76 to take that second position. And there's going to be more than that. There's going to be more than that, I'm telling you.
Absolutely. There's going to be more than that, and with those clean rolls and maneuvers, obviously these scores are going to be changing. And you just saw the wave of Nemara like how it came down. It's very unpredictable. Sometimes the wave just comes crashing down, and then you being out there as a contestant, you'd know, they know when to let go. And if this wave is, yeah, they're seeing it, they're literally experiencing it for themselves. So some of the waves, they would just go off the wave because it's not going to do much help for them.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, it's there you go. I'm sorry, there was a change of situation. Of course, Bianca takes the second position. It was a 3.40, and now the two, I mean, the defending world champion and the five-time world champions are not in qualifying zone. They still have time a lot. 19 minutes, and they can change the situation only if they get one more chance, because they're not looking for too much at all. Both of them need 3.35. So that's definitely something doable for this kind of, riders as Neymar and Alexandra are. But yeah, good job there for Maira Viana and Bianca Simoes, holding those two qualifying spots.
Yeah, absolutely right. Uh, you can see the contestants are just craving for that waves to come in, and some beautiful sets are coming in, but not quite what they are looking for yet. So they are staying there very patiently. You have Alexandra right now in at the last, but looking for the wave and for first priority there. You have her in first and Nemara in third, and Myra, who is leading, is in second. So this is very exciting because, as you said, Nemara and Alexandra is in third and fourth. So absolutely, they can break it. Let's see what they do.
All right, there's a set approaching there. Let's see who's gonna take this one. It is Alexander Rinder. It's a nice looking wave. She goes for a pocket there. Oh, yeah. That's not gonna do the trick. It is hard, it is hard to anticipate.
Yeah, I think this is an absolutely nice wave, but she didn't get the exact pocket that she was looking for, and just the second section came down and she got pulled off. Not the best wave, and not the best that she was looking for. But yeah, that gives Mayara the first priority. So she's already at the lead. So if she hits a score higher than the 3 point that she has, she would be dominating this heat.
Yeah, all right. So that last wave is not really doing anything for Alexander Rinder. It's normal. You can tell she is under pressure. She's our defending world champion. I mean, nobody likes to be in the repechage, but I tell you what, I've seen many riders winning events by winning the repechage. So there's still time. Of course, both of them are capable, but yeah, good job on, for example, Maida Viana. She took the two mid-range scores, actually a low score and a mid-range score, and she's keeping the priority and trying to wait for a better wave, and that's the performance of a champion. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it has to be hard to think that she had an injury yesterday, and she's coming back today, and doing that kind of job. I think that's an amazing performance for her. I take my hat off. But yeah, so you never know. She's not really too comfortable because Bianca does not need too much. And people, if you want to check the needs of each rider, make sure to go to the IBC World Tour, and you can click on the live on day number 2 of the Maldives Pro, and you can find the scoring system there. And if you just click on the heat, that will give you the full information. We don't have it there because it's a different system, but it is available for all of you at the IBC World Tour website. And there you can see that Neymara and Alexandra are only looking for a 3.35.
yeah. There you see the contestants getting ready for the second heat, and there is some action by Alexandra. It's it's very similar to the wave she previously took Just the same kind of problem appeared in this wave too. Pego, what do you think? What's wrong with Alexandra's
Um,
movements today? Yeah.
well, I mean, there's a fact. She has been training a lot to write, but it's not her strong side, you
Hmm.
know. But she's getting, I mean, she is a 3 times world champion. She's amazing in any kinds of ways. But there's that fact, and of course, I think she's a little bit nervous. Let's see. Here, Bianca Simois. She's trying to get rid of one of those scores and maybe find something higher, but yeah, not really happening on that one. And I can tell Alexandra is a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but let's see this one for Neymar
And here
Carvalho.
goes Nemara with beautiful line, beautiful wave. She's coming down and makes a spin very beautifully and just riding it along and hits a barrel roll. And the roll was beautifully made and she executes it beautifully.
All right, so and we have here Maida Viana. She took a while to take this wave, and let's see, she's attacking in a great way. Good roll for Maida, and maybe she's gonna get something higher. And I'm telling you what, that last wave of Neymara, that is an important wave, and I can see the score she needs there. Check this out. Very smart, extremely smart of Neymar Carvalho. Used that spin right there to pass that section. Stylish one. And right there at the very end, went for a projected roll. And I'm telling you, that place right there is a little shallow. And
Yeah.
take us through this one.
Yeah, that's a beautiful lighting coming down and just stalling and waiting for the pocket just to hit it. And then the roll you have, very beautiful. She already has the 7 point, and then you have Alexandra with her. And does she make it? No, she is pushed back by the whitewash again.
Well, it's a pity, because she has been trying really hard, and actually those rolls have been good. I believe, and check this out. I believe if it was a glassy condition, she probably could have, landed. Oh, but today the wave is kind of like
Chunky.
closing out,
Yeah.
right? It's kind of shifty,
Yeah.
mushy. There's something
Yeah.
going on there. You know, I don't even think it's the wind. I think it's something with the current, the
Current and
change
yeah.
of
Yeah.
tides. And look at that, Filipa Broeiro, Namika Yamashita. Oh, and there's also the only Peruvian that we have in this event, Solange.
Yeah.
She's gonna go there, and that's gonna be a very tight heat as well. That's gonna be hard. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah, we already saw from yesterday's heats how competitive these contestants could be, and today it's spot on. Like your mentality from yesterday would be totally different because uh, every score, every wave counts. And there you have Bianca coming down with a beautiful wave and hits it. Does she make it out? She's trying.
Ooh,
Oh,
super
she is.
close.
She was very close. She was pushed back. It's very hard in this whitewash. Like when the wave smashes, uh, uh, Bianca tried her very best to make it out from that, but just couldn't make it out. The wave conditions today is pretty difficult. Even from yesterday, uh, we did see some of the competitors finding it harder.
All right, so one more look to this wave. This could have been a huge score for Bianca Simoes. And we're waiting for scores, people. We're waiting for scores, especially important scores for Maida Viana and Neymar Carvalho. We're waiting for those. They haven't dropped. So anything has been said. We're waiting for that. It's about to show in your screen. It's about to show in the IBC World Tour website where you can find the scores. These are important ways. I kind of hear from the beach announcer, but I cannot say it before it's shown there. But yeah, there's gonna be a change of situation there because last wave of Neymar did count, and that's what last wave of Maida also counted. And all right, so there you have it. There is a big change of
Wow.
situation. Neymar Carvalho takes the first position after that very complete wave. That was a 5.5. the best wave of the heat. I actually felt that way, but I
Yeah.
didn't want to say it too much,
Yeah.
because you never know.
Yep.
And Maira Viana, she also changed the 3-point ride and got a 4. And she's pretty comfortable in the second position. Right now, Bianca Simoes is looking for a 5.05 and Alexandra Rinder for a 5.
Yeah.
So they got to go for something big, right?
Yep, absolutely. Right now, every second counts, every wave counts, and Neymara just beautiful wave. When you said like you didn't want to say anything, like yeah, absolutely. The judges will do their work and give that score, but we were so anxious to know what score will be generated by that wave, and it's an absolute 5-pointer, and it's very well deserved. And Nemara at number 1 now with 9.25, and Mayara with her score 4.75 and a 4.00 with 8.75, and Bianca in the third place with a 7.10, and there you can see the replay.
Check this out. That was so complete. She knew exactly what to do. That spin right there, that forward was super useful. So in my eyes, she was extremely, extremely smart because she knew exactly that she needed to stall. She needed to wait for this section. And also, she's offering the judges a combo. And they want to see that. They want to see every section of the wave utilized. And that's what she did. So this is the voice, this is the talk of a world champion, of a multiple times world champion. Very well done there for Neymar Carvalho. Actually, she jumped from the third position to the first with that last wave. And there you have it. Nothing has been said.
Yeah, that's absolutely beautiful. There you go again with that replay. Absolutely beautiful. She gets. Oh, that's actually
That's live. That happened. Actually, no, this is a replay for
Yeah.
a wave that happened while we were giving the replay
Giving the
of
replay,
the
yeah,
slow
yeah,
motion, right?
yeah.
Thank you. Anyway, slow tape for that beautiful slow motion replay because we love those,
Yeah, we love it. Absolutely. You
They
got to
gi-
give it out to these guys. Slow tapes. Absolutely brilliant work.
They
Hey,
give us the chance to analyze better, so they wanted
yeah,
to offer us that slow motion.
yeah,
And that big wave, that big rollo happened while we were watching the replay of the previous wave. So that was really good as well. Neymar Carvalho, she's all in.
yeah. She's all in. She's playing with her mind. She's on the game. She's doing it with her pure born talent, and on top of that, her experience.
Ooh, look at this wave. This is Maira Viana on an absolute bomb, and she's going to find a section. She's going for a huge roll, and this is probably one of the best waves that we have seen. Maira, she is coming from an injury. How many people they can do that?
Yeah, not a lot. Obviously, you can see her coming down so beautifully, controlling everything. Hits it, beautiful spin.
Roll,
Beautiful roll. You can
Yeah.
see that's the slow version of that replay. Beautiful. Look at her. She has absolute control over the whole wave, and then she comes down, finds the pocket, hits it absolutely beautifully. Look at that. This beautiful wave.
That's
Just
hard.
look at that pocket.
Yeah, that was so well done for Maira Viana. That's how much she wants it.
Yeah.
Maira Viana, she is in control of things. No matter she got her shoulder popped yesterday,
Yep.
now she's like if it was nothing, she's acting perfectly. Wow.
Wow. Look at those scores. Yeah, the Moscows are going to come in with that beautiful wave that was so clean. I cannot stop talking about that wave. Absolutely giving her a standing ovation from myself.
And it is there. It's a 7.75. Of course it is. It's the best wave of the heat, people. We knew it. The best wave of the heat and one of the best that we have seen. Of course, yesterday we had an 8 in the hands of Abiko, if I'm not wrong, the Japanese rider. But today, we do have a 7.75 in the hands of the 2024 IBC World Tour Women World Champion, Maíra Viana. There you have it. It's an amazing performance. And last wave of Neymar Carvalho was also a good score, her best, a 5.65. And now situation is really tough for Bianca Sibois because she's looking for a 7.45.
And 7.4 is needed for Alexandra to get this. And this is actually getting challenging for Alexandra too because she needs a 7.4 to win the title here of the heat. And there she goes. Again, I would say not the best wave of Alexandra here. The wave was coming down on her and she tried to find the place, but she couldn't because it's not the best wave that she could pull off a barrel or pull off a spin overroll. So that's the replay.
Yeah, that's amazing ride for Maíra Viana. This is the higher score of the day so far, 7.75. Huge attack, very well performed, very well connected, sizable wave. It makes a lot of sense to me that she's getting that score. And of course, she gets back that first position. I can't stop being amazed. I shouldn't be that amazed.
Yeah.
You know, because she's an amazing rider. But I can't stop being amazed of, thinking about she got her shoulder popped out yesterday.
Yeah,
know?
it's absolutely amazing. We can't stop talking about it. It was clean, it was neat, it was executed wonderfully, and then you have it, Neymara with this wave, trying to find the section, and she did, and a beautiful roll there, coming out and absolutely claiming it beautifully.
Oh my. This is a battle between Maíra Viana and Neymar Carvalho. Let me just do this one. So check this out. Kept the high line, released the brakes exactly in the perfect section of the wave and attacked very powerfully and landed it perfectly. So I don't know how much is going to be there, but there you have it. That's a proper claim. You're entitled.
Yeah.
That's okay. Go for it. No shaming, claiming, man.
Yeah, absolutely appealing. I'm just saying, I'm having goosebumps literally watching this heat. It's so exciting. You still have 2 minutes and you don't know, you can't even imagine. Look at the scores, 12.65, Neymara leading.
Oh my. It's a 7 for that last wave of Neymar. People, this is a seal deal for the two capixabas. That's how you call them. From Espírito Santo, we have Maíra Viana, 2024 IBC World Tour champion, and Neymar Carvalho, 5 times world champion, battling for those qualifying spots. But you know what? They're not battling for the qualifying spots. They're battling for the first spot. They're taking this as if it was a final, showing the world how in control they are. Oh, look at that. We even have the camera setups, but that's okay. Thank you for the slow motion view of that amazing wave. And that's how Neymar Carvalho changed the situation and got back that first position. What a battle. I will never forget this heat. So good.
Yeah, the technicality these contestants are making in this heat is absolutely brilliant. And we are just godsmacked here watching this heat. It's absolutely, like you never know what they're going to do from these waves and generating beautiful maneuvers out there. Neymara, Maíra, Bianca, Alexandra just...
There's no way with 55 seconds that Alexandra this is Maíra actually unstoppable. She didn't leave anything for the other athletes. And check this out. She doesn't even need that, but she wants the first position and she goes for a roll. And man, I don't know what's going to happen. She needs a 4.90 to get back to the first position. And I kind of see that there.
You see her coming up. There it is, the replay. Great wave. A bit shaky, but she goes and looks for the right position. She is looking and then she hits it very beautifully. And there you see the roll and she coming out of it. Absolutely brilliant. Very, very good. I must say.
I'm telling you, others will remain quietly happy with the second position and the qualifying spot, but no Maíra Viana, not her. And check this out, last ditch effort for Alexandra Rinder without priority and not able to find anything. I have to say, regardless of what happened, congratulations to her and to Bianca Simoes. This is only starting, people. This is the first event for the women, but hey, what a hit for Maíra Viana and Neymara Carvalho. We don't even know if Maíra Viana is going to take back that first position. Let's see if we have a couple seconds only to wait, because normally we can't really wait because we're taking time from the upcoming heat.
Yeah.
And it's not dropping. So let's just go to commercial break and we will come back with those results right after this.
Backdooring this barrel section. Does he hang that high line? He does. Insane exit from that tube. Wow.
Best results of my life. I make some fifth place. Fucking dream. Tu sueño, la final contra pie, y ganar.
Welcome back, everyone. Second day of competition and a very intense one. We just had an amazing hit. Andrew, hello and welcome.
What a way to start the day two of this event. Oh my God, he was going back and forth. Maria, she is an absolute warrior. I'm so in awe of what she has just done. She was incredible. I cannot believe she had a dislocated shoulder yesterday. Put it back in, and then
she changed the situation. People, I know you guys didn't know, but 6.75, and she got the first position. So let's hit the water, because this next hit number 2 of round number 2, it's another stacked one. Look at these names, man. Filipa Brueiro from Portugal. She is in the repechage. Really weird for us to see her there, as well as Namika Yamashita. She is the defending event champion, and she's there in the repechage. Haruka Yasumi, another amazing rider from Japan, and Solange Chia. She's coming from Peru. She's really strong, you know, one of these fearless Peruvian riders, the only one that we have in the event from that country. So I think there's not going to be shortage of action in this one either.
Absolutely. And I was just looking at that. I actually had a free surf before the event started this morning, and Philippa and Namika were both out there. So I anticipate that they've got a little bit more of an edge possibly over the other two competitors, because the conditions have changed a lot even from when we were out there surfing. So it's really going to come down to being on the best waves. They've got 40 minutes, which is awesome. Thank you to the event organisers to allow that, because it's really important to have that as much time as you possibly can. Make the most of these days. And, yeah, the girls have been ripping in that first heat, and I'm sure these ladies are here are going to do the same.
I mean, I'm telling you, these ones they have been watching from the beach, and they saw that battle, man. That was so intense between Maíra Viana and Neymara Carvalho. You know, they know each other very well. You know, they're from the same state. They meet in, you know, the state championships. You know, Brazil has a lot of championships. You have the state and the nationals. But check this out. First wave, first blood of the heat. Solange Chia going for a good roll right there. Not in the biggest wave, but yeah, you got to try to put some scores. She knows her contenders are super, super good, and she has to try to start things early.
Yeah, you can see the replay here. She's just getting her campaign started. Like you said, it's a smaller wave, but she went through and did the roll. It was a complete maneuver, but I'm sure by the end of the heat it won't be in her top two waves. So But smart surfing from here, Solange, as you see her taking off, like I said, just stalling, and it's coming into a little bit of foam, but she gets up to the lip early, which is nice, so it's clean and smooth and rides out of it, you know. So the judges will reward her for the make, but like I said, I don't think it'll, by the end of the heat, will stay in her top 2 because she's such a great competitor. Let's see another person taking off out here. Namika coming around off the bottom. Nice forward spin, such smooth style.
Yeah, that's classic Japanese.
Yeah, she's doing terrific. Just waiting for this section to link up. She's looking for that lip roll. She's going to find it. Another forward spin. So that's 2 moves. As she continues along and finds that finishing. Wow, big projection roll. So great wave to start for Namika. Yeah, awesome. Well done.
Yeah, that was an amazing way for Namika, a classic Japanese style that we love. Of course, like we always say, styles are like colors. There's no a better one, you know.
Yeah.
You can have your, I mean, you can like if black and I like pink. What's the problem? You see, it's so different styles, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
But check this out. I have to stand out, you know, how fast she was in the execution of every single maneuver. As you can see, check how fast she spin. Right there, it is very important to do that, you know. And when you see that kind of speed, you know that the rider is driven, you know that they want to do things fast. They want to try to mark as many points as possible. So a second speed and right there, a big roll, classic projected Japanese roll. And I'm telling you the secret of those rolls, that it's not a secret anymore. They have this kick right before hitting the lip.
Yes,
have you noticed
that? Yes, I have. It's really really prominent. You can really see as they get up to the lip, they've got this big kick and just gives that extra projection. And you could see it there on that final maneuver there, that she really got a lot of projection off a small section. And there's not a lot to her. She's only a small person, so she's got a lot of skill, great timing, and that was allowed her to get that big projection. So, you know, a good start to her campaign as well in a 4.5.
It was a Japanese spice there. It's a little bit of wasabi on that.
Yeah.
That was really
wasabi, yes.
It's beautiful to watch them because they're super. It is hard to explain because they're radical and smooth and kind of like elegant at the same time, you know?
Yes. There's not a lot of, in between the moves, there's not a lot of unnecessary movement. They go up to the lip and they do the spin or the roll and they come down, and then it's unnecessary. They just start to monitor their speed. And then again, when they go up to the next maneuver, they do it precisely and perfectly. And then there's not a lot of, unnecessary movement. And it's quite pleasing to watch. You know, it's like you said, it's elegant, but also kind of vicious as well, like a samurai. So yeah,
it's a clean cut.
Yeah, that's right. So it's really good to watch.
You know, I think it's part of the culture. All right, so it looks like we do have a man ready for the interview with someone that we really want to hear from.
Yeah.
So take it away, Yaman.
Yeah, hi guys. I'm here with the winner of the last the heat that just you watched previously, Maira, coming out absolutely smashing it in the heat. We saw you pop your shoulder yesterday, unfortunately, but today you were on absolute fire out there. Tell us about it. Tell us about your experience, because you got your shoulders popped and dislocated, and now it's back on, and you going out there absolutely smashing it out there. What's your experience? Tell.
Realmente, na bateria de ontem, meu ombro saiu do lugar, na verdade. Eu já operei esse ombro em 2016, mas fiquei 100% aí tratada. Mas em 2024, antes até de ser campeã mundial, meu ombro deslocou de novo, mas lá no Espírito Santo, em casa. Mas nada grave. E aqui nessa fatalidade ontem, infelizmente ele saiu do lugar, mas eu sou acompanhado por uma equipe bem grande no Brasil. Minha médica, na mesma hora eu já mandei uma mensagem para ela, Karine Bala, obrigada. E ela já me instruiu o que fazer, meu preparador físico já viu a minha mobilidade. E eu por já ter passado por isso, então eu já sei mais ou menos o que eu tenho que seguir, né, fazer. E a bateria de hoje eu criei uma estratégia e graças a Deus deu certo e eu consegui avançar.
And everybody back at home and your family and your supporters, what would you like to say? It's an exciting time for you right now, so...
Realmente eu sabia que eu tinha que dar duro, era uma bateria só de campeões mundiais e uma atleta da nova geração. Então eu fui bem focada, bem concentrada, que eu tinha que somar 2 ondas, acabei ali conseguindo até pegar mais ondas, mas consegui somar 2 ondas boas, consegui me soltar. Graças a Deus o ombro está ok. Quero mandar aí um obrigado para todo mundo que ficou mandando mensagem, perguntando como eu estava. As energias positivas chegaram, graças a Deus deu certo e agora é descansar, que amanhã tem mais.
Thank you so much, Maia. And with that, we are passing it back to the booth for Bego and my friend Andrew.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, Maíra explained in Portuguese that she got her surgery. She got surgery right before she became the world champion in 23. She got the surgery. I think that's what she said, the year. And no, I understood everything that she said, but I don't remember if she said that it was in 23 or right before she was getting the title. But yeah, she said it was really unfortunate that that happened. She felt it was a fatality, but she felt the support of everyone, and she knew she was gonna face the new generation, which is Bianca Simoes coming from Espiritu Santo, surfing really strong, and also big names of the sport such as Alexandra Randa and Neymar Carvalho. So she knew she had to surf like a final. She left everything on the field right there. So. It was shown, we could tell that she was definitely on point on her surfing there. So congratulations to her,
Absolutely, yeah, that's what I got from that interview as well, Virgo, because my Portuguese is exceptional. So,
yeah.
but no, I mean she's such a warrior, and I cannot believe that she dislocated her shoulder yesterday, and was out there again today, and doing big rolls and landing on that same shoulder that she had hurt yesterday. So. Obviously, she's put the pain behind her and had a great heat. And as you see in this heat now, Solange has caught another wave, so she's taken the lead. Currently on a 6.25 heat total, as we see a rider up. Is that Haruka? It's hard to, I think it's the blue.
Yes, Haruka.
Yep, the nice roll coming through into another section. No, she's not able to find that. So it's a little bit difficult to see on that drone angle, but to see how big it actually is as you see the replay.
All right, so we have the front angle right here to watch that last wave of Haruka, also using the kick and, of course, landing that maneuver because, from now on, they're not going to allow themselves not to land maneuvers. They are very good competitors. Every single lady that is present here is great. And check this out, Namika Yamashita looking for a backup score, coming around the section and attacking in a great way. And that is a complete move, and that is a valuable score for her. Yeah, she's going to get that first position in my eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. That was an awesome wave. See how she bottom turns and comes around. There's no, like I said earlier, unnecessary movement. She comes around straight up off the bottom and a nice big extended roll. Comes out cleanly. So I think the judges are going to really appreciate that. And I think that is going to be the best score of the heat so far. She's currently got a 4.5. So yeah, I think she's going to take a bit of a commanding lead in this heat because that was truly awesome. Like I said, there's no downtime, there's no unnecessary movement. She just took off, came around the bottom, perfect timing, and really extended out into the lip. So as you see, the scores are dropping with a 6.5, I believe it is, a 6.5 for Namika. So the judges really enjoyed that roll and big extension. So great job there. She's taking commanding lead. There's Haruka got a 5 for her first roll. So, this heat's starting to warm up, and it's getting good out there. The women are really taking advantage of it. Philippa's still yet to catch a wave. As I say that, she takes off and comes off the bottom again, looking through the roll. It's a nice big airdrop. She's kind of fighting the suds to get out into the front. So it's a completed roll, but I think comparing a couple of the other rolls that we've seen in this heat, it won't quite go as well as we see the replay.
All right, so it's a sizable wave too, It is a difficult one to pull, but she did, She knew exactly how much to kick to get out of that foamy section, and even with a hair flick and all, she is getting that maneuver landed. So, yeah, good job there for Filipa Brueiro coming from, actually, Sintra, She is a local in Sintra, yeah.
Awesome. What a beautiful place to come from.
Yeah. I mean, I think she lives close to Sintra, but her home break is Sintra. So, yeah, She took the win of that event also, and that was a remarkable result for her best result in her career, and actually that put her in the third position on the tour rankings. That was last year. All right, so coming up in this one, we have Solange Chia trying to get rid of that backup score and maybe finding something better. Goes for not too much of a. Oh, that second roll, I was gonna say not too much of a smooth roll, of a smooth maneuver, but yeah, at least she got two on that one.
Yeah.
She's gonna get something better than what she's holding.
Yeah, you can see her. She kind of stalls to begin with. She recognises that there's possibly two sections. That first one was a little bit manufactured, whereas the second one, she actually gets up and over the lip. So, yeah, the first one probably won't get the points that the second one will, and she's happy with it. So she's definitely dropped that second score. So it would be interesting to see where the judges see that, because it was a two-maneuver wave. However, the first one wasn't quite as probably as clean as she would like. So, still making the most of it, and with 27 more minutes to go, she's still got plenty of time. It will be interesting to see where the judges see that, as we wait for scores for Philippa to come in as well. So, as I said, this heat is starting to really take shape. And actually, before I came in here for this heat, I quickly spoke with the head judge just to get a bit of an idea of how they actually come up with the scores. So there's 4 judges on the judging panel. And what they do is they take the top and the bottom score, drop those, and then the 2 remaining scores, they divide it by 2. So that's how you find some of these scores coming in at a 4.5 or a 3.75. It's actually a combination of 2 different judges, their opinions, what their scores are, and then it's divided by 2. So that's always a fair way. There's take the top and the bottom, drop those, the 2 in between. That's how they come up with their scores.
All right, some people sitting there. That's that table right there. That's a table of the athletes. They have been using that to watch the comp, and the area is so nice. People, today we had a little bit of a rainy day, very different from yesterday. We're in the tropics, these kind of things. It's normal here. The weather changes a lot, but yeah, it is definitely an amazing opportunity to. I have to say, it's an honor to be here, to be back in the Maldives for the 4th time, and we cannot stop thanking everyone that made it possible. We have a long list of supporters, and we would like to start to thank the Ministry of Youth, Empowerment, the Sports and Fitness. These kind of supports are key in these events, so thank you so much for that. And Filipa Brueiro coming up. Let's see if she can find another section. Of course she is, and it is a landed maneuver, of course. She's surfing this like if it was Sintra, and closing out section of Sintra. I'm loving it.
As you see on the replay here, so it's a bigger wave. It was a set wave that's come through. She got up to the lip in a good time, and luckily for her, the lip wasn't too explosive, so she was able to push through that. She'd already got the best heat of the best wave of the heat so far, so that's going to go into a second ride. It's going to push her, I believe, after seeing that, into the top position, or she would be close to it. So yeah, Philippa's being very smart. Like I said, I saw her out in the surf before the event, so she'd maybe been out there just doing a bit of study and getting her landmarks sorted. There's also a little bit of a wobble in the wave. There's like a little bit of a wedge kind of coming across. And if you get behind that, the wave actually kind of moves away from you, and it's hard to get to the lip. So you've got to really stay in front of that little wobble. It's almost like a little wedge. Maybe it's refracting off the island. And she's been able to get into the right side of it. And she's going up and hitting the lip. And yeah, she's doing really well. So we'll be interested to see what that second score comes in for Philippa. So it's going to be good.
Arturo Soto sitting there, enjoying himself so much. And there you have Jonathan Vega sitting also on the table, the athletes table. All right, people, if you're just getting here, this is the second day of competition in the Maldives Pro, 2026 Maldives Pro, the 4th time the IBC World Tour is here. And we are in a different location, in a different venue, and a very special one. This is a world-class wave. Name as Randa, Raalhugandu, and we have a pretty cool story about that sent by the locals. The name Randa comes from the local islanders of Thulusdhoo, who used to describe it as a striking landmark that once stood close to the surf break. It was little sand mountain, right?
Sand Mountain, yes.
Yep. And it was kind of like, they say 50 feet of height.
Yeah, no,
That's
unbelievable.
crazy.
That's a mountain, yeah.
Yeah. So that was known as a Randa Ranfuali. I'm sorry about my pronunciation, with a lot of respect, which actually is translated literally as the golden grinder. So that is, Ran means gold, for what I've been told. So let's see this one for Haruka.
As you see Haruka taking off, and it looks like a nice clean wave. She's come around the bottom, looking for a beautiful reverse spin. Just making her way down the line. I'm sure she's looking for a lip maneuver, because with just a reverse, it's not going to get her the points that she needs. And she's found that lip section. Going over the reef, you can see how shallow that reef is there. But that was a good wave for Haruka. She needed that. She's been sitting for a little while. She had first priority, so she's able to come through, as you can see here in the replay.
Yeah, Haruka, they train for this moment, they know how to deal with this kind of conditions. So quick reverse there, functional one to pass the section, and right there stalled. And this is what she saw Neymara doing, a spin and combined with a good roll in the chunky section there. And it's chunky because it's shallow, right? That's where the reef is.
Yeah, that's right. That's the most shallow part of the reef.
Yep.
At low tide, that's all exposed. So yeah, it was a good maneuver to finish off on. But I think she's gonna need a bigger wave for the next one. But she's already got a 5, so she's looking to improve on that.
Yeah, she's looking for a 6.01 to get to the qualification zone. And yeah, it will be tricky to see that score there, but we are no judges.
No.
Although you're a very good one, you have been nailing everything that you say. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to get to the 6, but it may rival her 5, maybe a little bit below. But as I said, Philippa, she's really in a commanding lead. Namika in second. She only needs a 5.5 to jump into first. Solange, she's currently sitting in third, so she's got work cut out for her. She needs a 7 to jump into second and advancing position as we wait for the scores coming in for Haruka. As we see Namika up on another one. Nice, clean roll to get through that. It was a difficult section. She read that really well. Ooh. And she just come unstuck with that forward spin, unfortunately. Had luck at that little wobble I was mentioning earlier, and it just kind of clipped the nose of her board, as we can see in the replay.
Well, that shows how much she wants it. She wants to put more than 2 maneuvers in a wave. She was using this one to try to connect to that inside section. But yeah, she nosedive a little bit there. Or rail. I think her rail got stuck or something.
Yeah, there was just a little bit of a wobble in the wave as she was coming around, and she's such a smooth rider, and it just as she was coming around, just kind of caught the nose of her board. Unfortunately, it dug in and knocked her off. So that's kind of an opportunity gone begging, unfortunately, for her on that one. But in saying that, she's still sitting in second, but she'll have to get back out there and try and get her priority up, as she's currently sitting with 11 points. Only needs a 5.5. I can't see that coming in as a 5.5. As Haruka's last score came in at a 4.3, so just under that 5. She's jumped up into third. But Haruka's still needing a 6.1 to get into advancing position, with Namika's last wave only coming in at a 2.95. So the judges, obviously deemed that incomplete and didn't really award her too much for that first manoeuvre. So no harm, no foul. She's still in second as we see her set approaching. As you can see on the TV, you can see those little wobbles in the wave.
Yeah.
So they can be your best friend, or they can be your nightmare, really. But as you can see here, it can clip your legs if you can't get out in front of them. But they also do offer a big projection section, so as a big wave went out past it must have caught everyone off guard. So yeah, that's the beauty of bodyboarding and surfing, right? Like conditions change, and you really need to adapt to what's in front of you and be aware of those little things, because it can really, like I said, either make or break you. As you see another wave being ridden here, That looks like Philippa on a bomb
Oh,
with a big, clean extension roll. That's one of the cleanest exits we've seen on the rolls today. That was awesome.
check this out, sizable wave, and she's boosting a huge roll. And the thing that I like to stand out about Filipa's performance in this heat is that she has failed not even once, you know. She has taken 3 waves, and 3 of them have been a make, you know.
Yeah.
The three of them have been big waves. The 3 of them have been very vertical and difficult rolls. So good on her, you know. She's definitely showing a lot of control. She's currently sitting in the 3rd position in the World Tour rankings, and there you have it. That is why. I mean, it is showing her skills. You know, I was saying that she got a win last year in Sintra, her first win of her career. And now she's coming very strong. She has been training a lot, you know, outside of the water and in the water. She's got, for what I know, she's got 3 different trainers.
Wow. Look
She's
at
got
that.
twin brothers that are coaches
Oh,
for
wow.
her,
Awesome.
and that's a ranking.
Yeah, you can see we've got the 2nd and 3rd top seeds in this heat in front of us. So, you know, it's awesome, and you can see with their skills are really starting to come to the forefront. You know, they're in the top 2 positions in this heat. So it's obviously clear that they are amazing athletes, and coming in here, I'm sure they would have had a little bit of a worry coming into this round, being the 2nd and 3rd seed. But you know, like I said, their true dominance is starting to prevail in this heat with still 16 minutes to go. There's another set of approaches. Sees on that. Oh, there's a paddle. Be interesting to see if Namika will lose her priority on that. Judges, yeah, it looks like they've deemed that, yep, that was a proper paddle. So it could be a mistake by Namika. We'll find out at the end of the heat. But she's dropped now from 1st down into 4th priority. So I'm sure that's a rare mistake, but you know, it can happen.
Well, you know, I was watching here. He came out as a 6 for Filipa Brueiro. What a performance. She's holding a total of 12.75, and she's leaving the rest of the riders in a need of, you know, fairly big scores. You know, we're watching Namika Yamashita needing a 6.26 to get that first position. And in the case of Haruka, she's looking for a 6.01 to be second. And check this out. We have Namika Yamashita on a good-looking wave and attacking in a great way. Projected roll. Wow. Yeah, round of applause.
Yeah, that was awesome. Exactly what she needed. I can't believe after losing priority, she was able to get this wave. You see as she come around, no unnecessary movements. Comes around and with that little wedge, huge extension roll, lands in the power part of it and still manages to ride through cleanly. And she's happy, as you can see.
She was hair blind there. Even though even she couldn't see anything, she continued right until, you know, the flats right there. So, yeah, good job on her. Let's see how much she gets. She's looking for a 6.26. She is the world's runner-up, you know. Last year, she battled till the end, man.
Wow.
It was so impressive to watch her. And check this out. It's the best heat of the, it's the best wave of the heat.
Look at this. She comes straight up. She's just under the lip and a big extension roll, and she lands on top of that explosion coming up, which is able to give her a fairly soft landing. And then she rides out of it, holds on, riding the bull. And look at her, like you said, her hair's in her eyes. She can't see anything. But she's held on. She knows that she's come out clear.
God.
There you go. She's flicked the hair.
Ring
I
style.
made it. I'm done. Great job. What a I can't believe after, you know, the priority mistake, dropping down into 4th priority, but still managed to find that wave and has now got the best wave of the heat. So, yeah, huge score and a huge turning point in this heat, I believe.
This is the thing with a competitor's mind, right? You have to know how to kind of like regroup if you are out of your, of your comfort zone, if you lose priority, if you make a mistake while you're surfing. You have to be able to, you know, regroup and just think about something different, you know, and say, all right, I made a mistake, but I'm not going to get stuck on that one. You know, I try to get the best out of whatever I get. and try to remain connected to my goal, which is trying to surf as best as possible, which is the thing that I know these ladies have on mind. It's not just advancing;
Yeah.
they want to excel.
Absolutely.
They just don't want to put the points on the leaderboard. They wanna surf really good.
Yeah.
They want to take the least possible waves, and they want to take good advantage to every single moment, right?
Absolutely. It's an opportunity for every time they hit the water. It's an opportunity for them to showcase their skills, and you got to be flamboyant and really show off. And like you said, in the mindset, you need to almost like have a memory of a fish, where okay, you make a mistake, put it behind you, forget about it, and move forward. And that's exactly what she did. She made a mistake, but you would never have known. She went from first to fourth priority, but still managed to find the cleanest wave of the heat that we've seen and get the best score. So. I guess it's that mindset of the competitor, and she's done a terrific job. Awesome. And it's what else it's happened is it's also now made it so difficult for Haruka, who's in third, as we see live Solange up and riding here on a foamy one. She's just in and out of that one. But it's made it really difficult for Haruka and Solange now, because that gap for their best waves is to get advancing position is now a lot higher. So the two ladies who are winning this heat, first and second, they've really cemented their position and made it a lot more difficult now for positions third and fourth to get into the advancing rounds.
All right, people, I think it's a good moment to say hi and thanks to all of our sponsors. We have been trying to name them, but a lot of action. Rapid charge rounds are true battles. We have always big names there, and they don't like to be there at all. So they are throwing everything they have.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much to this Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Sports and Fitness, also to Secretary of Thulusdhoo Council, to Diragu, to Season Paradise and Bliss View Maldives, to I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna double check, but it's Bin Habin Events, Mujas Art Box, Surfing Association of Thulusdhoo, Bani Water Sports,
The Clamshell Restaurant, as we got live action coming up again. Philippa on another wave with a nice, huge extension roll. Very clean. She's going to be able to make it around this, or it's going to run away from her. She is really laying it down. Like you said, she is making all of her waves big extension rolls. We see the replay.
I mean, she is definitely on point, I'm telling you. She hated to be here in the rapid charge. She might get something even higher than what she's holding, but I don't know, because the previous waves have been the biggest of the heat, and she has been getting, the higher scores. Of course, Namika, after that last wave, overcome her, but she's looking for a 7.51. That's a big score.
That is a big score. That's almost the excellent range. As we see her coming around the bottom and off, huge extension, and look how much airtime she got dropping out of the lip. I think that's going to go above her 6.
It is a 6.75.
Yeah. Well, her lowest score is a 6. And I think it came in as a 6.75. Yeah. So she's rolled her first ride. So awesome that she's increasing her score total. And it's just making it harder for the girls coming in third and fourth to then peg them back and get into those commanding positions. Because now Haruka needs an 8.5 to get into second. And we've got a 9.5, almost a perfect score from Solange. So the two women who are in first and second have really they've been building a house, and every wave they're catching, they're improving and making it more difficult.
All right, let's see this one. Haruka, I'm sorry, she needs a big score, but she's going to go big. No, really. I was thinking that regardless of the results, in the case of, Solange, she's really new to the World Tour, she has been improving very fast.
Yeah.
She actually started her training with Miguel Rodriguez, who is a big name in the sport in Peru. Miguel, he has a number of achievements in the World Tour and also in the Nationals.
Yeah.
And now she is training with Isabella Sousa, she's getting some coaching online by her.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
You can tell, she has been very driven and very focused on getting better and improving. So I have to say congratulations to her for being here in the World Tour. I wish and I'm pretty sure she's going to be following the tour in all stops. She has to because she's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, she sure does. And having two terrific coaches as well is only going to help her improve. And this is experience that you just cannot get in training or anything like that, as we see her taking off here on a pretty hectic closeout, and she's pushed through on that roll. If she can make it through, I don't think she's going to be able to get through it, unfortunately, but that was a huge roll and without much speed too. So, a lot of commitment there.
I'm telling you, one thing is to lose with, with your head high, that you gave everything you got.
Yeah.
You tried many times and you actually put on a show for, the people that supports you. But I think that it's really bad that happens to you is that if you lose without having the chance of, show what you're capable of. And in the case of her, I think she has been doing everything she could,
Yeah.
So she has to walk with the head high and thinking,
Absolutely.
I'm only starting. This is only the beginning of the World Tour for the women. I did great.
Absolutely, and she's coming against the second and third best women in the world in the comp. So, it's unlikely that she will come against this type of competition earlier on in the early rounds. These women, Namika and Philippa, they're fighting for titles. They're coming into the finals and everything. So to come against them in round 2 in the repechage is it's going to be tough for anyone. And you can see the scores. Total scores of 14.25 and a 13.5. They're big scores, no matter what round you're in. That's they're winning finals with those kind of scores. So, Solange, this is just opportunities to learn. As you see her catching another wave here, it looks like she's going in for a nice roll. She's going to make it. It's pushing through. She's going a little bit horizontal, but she may still come through. And she's pushed through that. So that's a complete roll. It won't be a huge score, but she's still, as you said, she's a fighter and she's just continually pushing and she's giving it her all. And this is experience that you can't buy. So, well done to her. And
it's not every day that you see someone that is new to the tour to perform like this, you know? So check this out. I mean, I think she has been very compromised with her goals, although she's fourth, she keeps trying. Although she needs a huge score, and it's really difficult to make because we haven't seen a score like that throughout the whole competition. 9.5 is huge.
Yeah.
But either way, she's there. She's fighting.
Absolutely. Yeah, good on her. And like I said, with a couple of very experienced coaches, I'm sure they'll be really proud of her. And it gives them something to work on as well, so they can be able to go back and analyse the heat and start to work on things. And that's where you get your best improvement. A lot of these people have filmers. You can go back and watch the footage, and it's really good to be able to sit and analyse. And for any of the viewers at home, if you've got someone who was able to film you, watching and being able to analyse your own surfing, your own technique and everything, you can really improve quickly. And with the development now of the wave pools, it's a great opportunity to be able to watch yourself and surf and learn and see, okay, I thought that felt good. As we see up and riding, we've got Haruka on a big wave. Unfortunately, that one just closed out. So he's not going to be able to get much points out of that one. But yeah, the development of wave pools and things like that, where you're able to, it's like practice. You can actually go and watch and learn and see your techniques, because sometimes something might feel good, and then you watch it back on video and you go, oh, it doesn't really look good.
Yeah, I mean, that happens so much, it is awful, Like the other day, I thought I did like an amazing reverse, and then I saw the video and I was like, oh my God. I kind of like wide open my legs because I have to this is so hard, because if you want to have like perfectly crossed legs, you have to change the crossing, and there's only a few people. I think all of you Australians do that.
Yeah. Depending on which way you spin, your left leg might be on the inside, and if you spin the other way, your left leg's on the outside. Yeah. It's the way you kind of move your legs out of the water.
That's the way it's perfectly crossed. And then if you don't do that, if you cross in the same direction all the time, 4 reverses, there will be a point that you have wide open legs, and then you cross it. No matter how much you crossed it,
Yep.
that's that moment
first
where
part,
you're
Yeah.
Anyways, that's why I'm not a World Tour competitor anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're totally right. You know, it is so important to watch you surfing, and these days, with all the equipment, all the cell phones, all the we have access to all kinds of devices that allowed us to film us, and
Yep.
globalization, everybody, in internet everywhere. You know, you can definitely learn from whatever. But check this out. Here comes Filipa, another roll, man, another excellent roll there. But that's not a landed move. But yeah, she's like Mahira. You know, she's fighting.
Yeah, and with only 3 minutes to go, this is the first first move that she hasn't made. So she just really wanted to get out there, I guess, and just keep riding waves, keep learning for the conditions, because these ladies will surf again later down the track in the next few days. So it's good for her to just continue to ride and get a little bit more comfortable. And yeah, she's done really well. This has been a really, really good heat. After the heat that we saw, the first heat of the women's, this has really backed it up now, and it's you can really see the top ladies are really coming to the forefront and stamping their position as, you know, the women to beat in this competition.
Well, definitely. All right, people, this heat is about to finish, and it is Namika Yamashita, you know, our 2025 World Tour runner-up. She fought so hard last year to try to get that title. You know, she wanted it so bad. But yeah, Alexandra Rinder ended up having it in a great way. You know, that was really amazing to watch back in Wahine. You know, in the ArcelorMittal Wahine Bodyboarding Pro, where we're gonna go this year to finish the women division.
Awesome.
They were fighting. She fought till the end. I'm telling you, and she was really close. But yeah, maybe this year, you know.
Yeah.
She's really bummed, you know.
Oh yeah, it's heartbreaking to get so close in a world title race. You put so much into it, and over the year, and you know, sometimes it comes down to a certain heat or, you know, a little mistake that, you know, keeps you up at night. And so I'm glad that she's and even finding herself in this round, I'm sure she would have been having maybe some self-doubts, but she's really put on a clinic in this heat. And yeah, she's going to really go, I think, a long way in this competition. She's getting more comfortable out here in the surf too. Like I said, I surfed with her this morning out in the free surf, and just being out and surfing reefs. You don't surf a lot of reefs. It can be quite daunting. You know, at low tide, you've literally got exposed rock in front of you. So
especially if you're coming from beach breaks.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you don't surf reefs often, it can be very intimidating. So it's great for her to get out there and have a lot more experience and getting more comfortable, because I anticipate that, you know, she's going to go a long way in this event.
All right, so that's the last set of this heat, because we only have 30 seconds in the clock, and let's see if there's someone in position to take this wave, and it will be Haruka Yasumi. Last effort. Haruka, big roll. She does need a big score too. She needs an 8.5, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that's an 8.5,
Yeah,
unfortunately. The wave just didn't really allow it for her. As you can see, her coming off the bottom, and she saw the lip for a long time, and she got up there just a tiny little late. But in saying that, you know, she would have had to have done a huge maneuver to get that 8.5 required. So I still think that it will be one of her better scores. However, I don't think I can see her making it through.
Well, this one's counting. Oh, yeah, but that was kind of like she lost momentum. Did you see? All right, everyone, we dare to say the official results is what you see in your screen, but let's just call them unofficial results because we're waiting for some scores. But it will be Namika Yamashita advancing in first, that's for sure.
Yep.
And we're going to come back with the first heat of the men rapid charge. So don't go anywhere.
Hi everybody, welcome back. We're about to go straight into the repechage, heat 1 of the men's. Let's get to the action. Wow, look at that. You see the riders here in heat 1. I'll let you go through the names.
Yeah,
man.
you see the local guys, there's Shib and Shaif Sharif Hussain, Shib Abdullah, and then you have Rakimi, Tariq. Great people, great posture. Look at them. Getting ready for the heat that has already started, right?
Yes, yeah, it's already kicked off, and yeah, they look like they're modelling for GQ magazine. We got see it, first rider up and it's just in and out for that one, so not much happening there. And that was for Shibith.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Shiv, I think he absolutely, that's that actually, you know, when you go into the starting of the heat and then you're like, this is going to be my test ride. And then you feel like when he came down, he was like, oh, this is not it. So I'm just going to let go and kind of catch a good wave, you know?
Yeah, it's always nice to just get a wave under your belt to begin. But, yeah, no harm, no foul. It's very early on. We've got 40 minutes too in these heats. You can see a paddle here. There's no priority at the moment, is there? Or he has second priority, so perhaps he will lose that after... so he'll lose priority for paddling for that wave. However, he may look again. And he is up and about. So that's Shaif looking for a trick. Unfortunately, come unstuck there, going for a roll. So although he lost priority, he was still able to catch the wave, but unfortunately he wasn't going to make that roll. So again, he's getting his heat started early, and he's got going to utilise the full 37 minutes of the heat.
Yeah, you always have that heat start. There you go with the replay, Sharif. Just trying to find the pocket and hit it, and he I think the lip went down on him a little bit, and then he got a wipe out from that. But yeah, good try. That was his first wave too, so he got a 1.50, which is actually the lead right now. So Shib with the wave that started this heat, and then Rakimi hasn't had a wave yet, but very excited there. You see the locals there cheering for these two local contestants.
Yeah, and that's actually, you can see there's a little walkway there right next to that platform, and that's where the competitors actually paddle out from. So you kind of make a little path there, and that little bush goes on to extended to the bridge that you can walk across, and it allows you to just get out to the break quite quickly. And as you can see, the judging booth, we're in the bottom of that tower there, which is over the water, and it's actually beautiful. As you can see, the reef exposed, but it's already starting to looks like it's starting to possibly have a change of tide, because it's starting to look pretty shallow there. But there is a little gap. You can see that little kind of clear area where the reef has a little gap in it you can get through. And you see Shabbat on the second wave of his scorer, and he's already done a spin and through. And he kind of went a little bit horizontal in that roll and wasn't able to penetrate through into the front. So a little bit of a missed opportunity there. However, he will get scored for that first spin. But yeah, unfortunately, he wasn't able to complete.
There you go. He's starting off with a spin and going. I love his posture on this wave, but tries to find the section and not the best roll. Tried to make it, but as you said, it was a bit more horizontal. Could have come up more forward and tried it. Yeah, there you have it. Shib on first place with 3.25 now. And talking about these contestants, you can see Sharif is just 18 years old from the capital city, Malé. Actually, a neighbor of mine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know his entire family. Like his father, his father's brother, Boduside, Kudaside, very famous names in the capital city. Boduside, one of the most oldest surfers back then in the day when we were very small. So that's our father's generation.
Yep.
So coming from that family, Sharif just with 18 years and Shib just 20 years old. A very young contestants over here, and Shib is also from Malé.
That's awesome. So he's only 18 years old. Well, yeah, great experience, and to come over here and test his skills against some of the world's best.
Yeah,
he's found himself here in the repechage heat, but with the with a long line of surfing lineage within his blood, I'm sure he's going to go on to do great things. So that's awesome that we've got some local representation here, as they're both paddling. So they must have seen a set. And you see them kicking like madmen to try and get into position. Let's see, that is a bigger wave. They're able to get in position. No, it's caught them both off guard. So kind of as you can see that wave's barreling there. It's a missed opportunity, unfortunately, for the guys. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. And there are sets out there, but it's just taking a little bit of time to come through. So let's hope that we get a bit more consistency.
Yeah.
The wind's like it's getting clean.
Yeah, I think we have Beggar already with the last heat's winner. It's great. Some of these contestants, you get some good waves coming in, and right now this is the rapid heats. Like rapid fire. You have to be on the game. You have to set your mind, set your goals. Every wave counts, so you have to know that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see they're sitting really close together as well.
Yeah.
Brahimi's got first priority, so he's got the pick of the wave. So the other two sitting very close to him. They've got to be careful not to get in his way and generate an interference, because you don't want an interference in these heats, because it's very difficult to make through with a interference against you. So yeah, the boys, they've got to be careful to not get in each other's way. Really listen to who's got priority and which order you've got priority, because even the top most experienced athletes can come unstuck with that priority changing. So that's something that inexperienced guys can sometimes get caught. But as they're paddling and pushing each other a little bit deep, it looks like they're battling for inside position, although they've got the priority system in place. So that's always good to see.
Yeah. There you see trying to paddle back Shib. And as you said, it's kind of hard. Like I think Rahimi is going for this wave paddling, and you see three of them paddling together, but Shib eventually takes the wave.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see with that, because he had third priority. So it'll be interesting to see if the judges think that he deemed that he imposed himself on the other riders, because if the other riders pulled back because of Shibith, he could get a priority interference. So it'll be interesting to hear what the judges see, or whether they just deemed it as the other guys chose not to catch it. But again, it's got to be very in close. And as you see here, Blue is just done exactly what we were talking about with an interference. Red had first priority, and Blue was in second priority, and he'll definitely get an interference on that ride. So it's that inexperience. It's
exactly.
An unfortunate thing.
Yeah, I think this is the first time we have seen an interference like that in the entire competition yet. And as you can see in the replay.
Yeah, clearly you can see Blue's got second priority. Red has the choice of the wave, and not only does he crosses paths, and really, so that's a really clear interference there. Unfortunate for the rider in Blue. Probably not aware of maybe his first time surfing with priority situations, and it's not like when you're out in free surfing where whoever's the deepest will get the wave. So yeah, a really unfortunate situation, but. As we can hear on the beach announcer just calling it that the Blue has received an interference, red on Blue on red. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's going to really be. That's going to be he'll only be scored on one wave now. So, I mean, it's not impossible. You can still get through with just the one score, but depending on what the other guys do.
Yeah, that's actually the knowledge that you need to gain from competitions like this. When you come out to a competition like this, even if you have been surfing for a while in free surfing and in different surf spots with different people, when you come out to a competition like this, you have to have your mind set to the rules, and you have to know that when you are in a heat where priority is there, and you have to meet the priority, and because of doing something like that, you lose points, and possibly when you lose points like that, you lose the heat.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. So he'll only be scored on one wave. So like I said, it's going to be very difficult, but it's not unheard of to still compete through, as we've got Shaif just in and out on that one, having a look, but yeah, not much, unfortunately. It's kind of gone a little bit slow now, so as we see a little pause in the action, let's go to Birgo. She's got the winner of the last heat.
All right, everyone, we're here with Namika Yamashita. Namika, after losing the title last year, how are you feeling now winning?
I'm coming back to stronger world champion 2026. Yes.
All right, so you giving everything you have. You won the title this year. How was the heat?
Yes, was so long time and 40 minutes heat, but I catch it to good waves. I'm so happy. I'm stoked to next round.
What do you have there? You want to show people? This is really cool. She has a flag of her country, Japan, that has been signed by all her friends and fans. And even Sari Ohara sent a message. These are all messages from their fans and friends, right? You want to say some words in Japanese for all these people?
昨日はちょっと情けない試合をしてしまって本当は申し訳なかったです。今日はちゃんと切り替えていい波に乗れたかなと思います。皆さんの書いてくれたフラッグ毎日見て、気持ちを奮い立たせて頑張ります。次も応援よろしくお願いします。
Arigato, everyone, and omedetou. Best of luck for the rest of the competition. Back to you guys.
Wow, that was absolutely awesome. How cool is that? She's got all her friends and peers and people there who've signed to the flag, and love that she came out and said, "I'll finish second next year. I'm coming for the win. Watch out, ladies, because I'm coming for the world title." So, what a ball of energy!
Yeah.
She's awesome. That's so great. As we see,
And we have some action here with Tariq picking up a good wave here, coming down trying to find the section, but it was already collapsed there. Yeah, but good try though. Yeah, we're talking about Namika's confidence. It's just she's just a powerhouse, you know. I love her energy. The fact that she has that all her family, her friends, fans, signatures on that flag of hers, and that's just beautiful.
yeah, that's such a great idea actually to take that, and when you're laying in bed or whatever at night, you can just kind of read those little messages and get inspired. And she clearly was inspired in that last heat because she really put on a clinic. So well done to her. As we see, Tariq's last wave came in. It's just a small score, of a 1. But it was unfortunate. It looked like it was going to be a good wave, but it just reeled off the reef too quickly and just closed out on him. So no harm, no foul. It's kind of going to be an interesting kind of headspace for the two riders who don't have the interference called against them.
Yeah.
Because you always kind of think when you're in a heat and there's someone's got a priority, you almost instantly think, well, they can't get the score. I'm going to make it through. But, if that person gets, a 7 or an 8, you really need to be on your game and make sure that your combined total is you really need to get a combined total of above 10 points, because then the person with the interference can't, even if they got a 10, they still can't beat you. So, this heat is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Even though one of the riders has an interference called against him, it's still anyone's heat.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you, Andy. There, like I was actually very surprised when Shaif went on that wave and just with the huge interference. I don't think that he had the right knowledge or knew about what he was doing, or was going to be a foul that he was going to lose. And then you have it. There you have Shaif in action, picking up a good wave here, slowing down to take the pocket. Did he make it? And he comes out.
Yeah, that was a good scoring ride. That may be the highest score of the heat so far. It was a nice little check turn to get himself in position for the roll. So we'll see what he does here as he takes off. You can see how nice and clean that wave is. But it's still got those little rivets that I was speaking about earlier. There's that kind of little like wedgy ripples. So he does a carve down and he almost kind of gets pushed off the back, but he was able to keep momentum, gets up to the lip and does the roll, and able to push his way through to the front. So it won't be a huge score. However, it will be his best score, I believe. And, it's enable him to do well. So he's now sitting on it with a 3.5. So you can see on the screen there's like a little line, and that's because he's only going to be scored off one wave due to that interference that he received earlier. So at the moment he's sitting in second. So this, like I said, this heat is not over.
Yeah, you never know.
Anyone's.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen. You never know. Even with one wave, he could literally win the heat itself. So if it's a good wave, well ridden, maybe a barrel wave, tube line, or hit a good spin, good maneuvers, good make. With an excellent score, he can just with one wave he could win it. Yeah.
As you see here, up and riding, the rider in yellow, Jabez was not able to complete that ride. So, but that was a great angle that we just saw there. You can see the channel and the reef with the waves, and you can see some of the boats. Great, we've got the water patrol there.
The Coast Guard,
the
Maldives
Coast Guard
National Defence
blocking
Force.
boats, because sometimes those boats, they're kind of cutting close to the break. So when you're free surfing, sometimes you'll get these big ripples, the wake from the boat, and it can really blow a wave. There's been a few times where I've about to catch a wave, and you've got like these almost foot high speedboat lines coming through the wave, and it just ruins the wave. So thank you to the Coast Guard who's sitting out there and keeping those boats wide. But you can see the refraction coming of the waves from the island. And I think as the tide's starting to drop and it's getting lower, those little refractions are kind of coming a little bit more prominent. You can see those little wobbles within the wave. So the riders really need to be aware of it. We've got a couple of local guys here who have surfed out here, I'm sure, a lot of times, so they would be aware. But it does seem like the energy in the ocean has started to drop. We haven't seen a lot of those big sets that we saw in that previous heat. So again, that's something that these riders need to be aware of. But with 40 minutes, it's a pretty long surf.
Yeah, actually, I think today's conditions, it was a great decision for the judges to deem it for 40 minutes. So they have enough time for the sets to come in, to pick up some good waves. You don't get the best wave every heat, every set, but then again, take the best wave that you think it is, like on the heat while you're there with all the pressure, and then try to pull off some good maneuvers, and then with that, what you portray there is what's going to be scored by the judges. So you have to think what the condition is while you're there. We will not know everything, all the emotions, everything that they are feeling right now, but while being in the ocean, wow, that's a great view of Thulusdhoo. Look at that.
Yeah, that really gives you an idea of the place that we're staying at. So there's a lot of residential people here, a lot of locals that live here. This is also a tourist and local island. So we're so thankful for the locals to open up their island to us. But and look at those roads; they're all sand roads. That was something that Virgo and I were talking about yesterday. That it's they're all sand roads. As we see, go back to live action. We got Shaif on a pretty open-faced wave there. It hasn't allowed him to really do too much. We didn't see the start of the wave, so he may have done something prior. It just goes for the roll off that end section, which is starting to look really, really shallow, and you can see that there's almost going to be the reef showing shortly, but you see from the start of the wave.
There you can see at the replay that the waves have really started to get really small, and just at the end section you can't really do much with that though.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It kind of almost looked like he came out of the barrel, so I don't know if where he took off he was already in the whitewash or if he'd come out of the barrel. I know when we were speaking earlier there was a little set that came through and it actually caught the guys out of position. So you see the takeoff here. So he takes off. No, he didn't actually get barreled. I thought he might have, but he takes off. I don't think that'll improve on his 3.5 with an incomplete roll on the end. But he's really pushing for it, and I think he's realised that, I can still make it through this heat. I don't have to rely on two waves. If I get a really good, as you see a manta ray there on part of the reef.
I think that's a stingray.
Is it a stingray? Yeah, it's too big, too small for a manta ray. But look at that, the stingray. Is that? Oh yeah, and the little clumps of reef. Wow, so much marine life here.
Yeah, so beautiful.
So beautiful.
Yeah. This is actually one of the locations where you could see a lot of marine life, and there we go with some live action. But that was Tariq trying to pick up a good wave, but the wave came crashing down and just specks out from it. Yeah, as we were saying, like there's a lot of marine life here. I think Andrew, you have seen some of it now. Experienced the Thulusdhoo. You have surfed here. You have seen a lot. So some dolphins and
Yep.
yeah, experiences. How is it like?
Yeah, I was going to say that on my walk back to the hotel from my morning surf. Saw the dolphins where, there's the sign that says Dolphin Beach, and the dolphins were just playing. But there would have been, there may have been like 40 dolphins. I'm in Australia, obviously we get a lot of dolphins, and you get pods of dolphins that come through. But to see, I was surprised at how many there were, and they were all just playing. They looked like fairly young dolphins. They're only fairly small, but there was there would have been 40 of them all playing, and not far off from where the groins were, the breakwalls. So I was thinking, maybe I'll run back and get my snorkel and goggles and my GoPro, but unfortunately I ran out of time. I'd end up staying too long in the surf, so I had to come here before the comp started. But there's so much marine life. It's beautiful.
True.
I'm glad I haven't seen any sharks yet. Hopefully I won't get to see any. But happy to see the stingrays and the dolphins, and I've seen a lot of the tropical fish too. When I was walking, even just along the platform here out to where the judges' tower is, I saw some beautiful coloured fish. So I think maybe after the comp I will get my snorkel and goggles.
Andy, till today, I am so blessed to be a Maldivian and very honored to host all of you. Us all Maldivians are. But there are things in Maldives that still surprises us every day. It's so, the marine life and the nature is so mesmerizingly beautiful.
Yep.
You could find so many things. And at this hour, I'd just like to remind everyone that this competition, Maldives Pro 2026, cannot be possible without our sponsors.
Absolutely.
Andy. So let's give an appreciation for them. Yeah, Maldives Pro 2026 is presented in association with Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Sports and Fitness, Secretariat of the Thulusdhoo Council, which is the hosting island which we are in right now, our digital partner, the Ragu, and our accommodation, Season Paradise and Bliss View Maldives, beautiful 2 hotels, amazing service, and event partner, Bida Bin Events. I found it, the name Bida Bin is actually a very traditional name, and there you see some live action ship taking a wave, and as the section broke down, he just took off from it.
Yeah, so there was no scoring potential on that one. Just got out of there, and he'll get back out to the lineup as quick as possible. As we see another live action here, Sharif with the big extended roll. Wow, that's gonna increase his lead, his score of a 3.5. That's going to go above that. So, although he's got that, he's only going to be scored on one wave at the end of this heat. He's really pushing forward, as you can see the replay here.
Yeah. For that, hats off for Sharif.
Wow, could you imagine how good that would be if he gets through on just one wave?
Yeah.
That is bragging rights for a long time. That is awesome. Yeah, he's really kind of laying down at like, all right, I've got the interference, I made a mistake, but I'm not going to let it deter. I'm going to keep pushing forward, and he's really taking this heat on, and it'll be interesting to see it as we see live action. We've got Tariq on a wave through, up and over, but I think he just didn't have enough speed to get through, and it's just landed kind of in the lip there. So unfortunately, that's not going to improve on his score. As you can see the replay.
Yeah, as you see the replay there, he's trying to get that pocket, but it came crashing down a bit earlier as expected from him. But if he got that extra push that he needs to put on forward, I think he could have come out of it. But unfortunately, he couldn't and was washed back. Not the best off waves for Tariq.
There are the dolphins.
Yeah, there it is. There you can see. That's the mother nature of Maldives. That is why there is a dolphin beach there.
Yeah, that's right. That's why they call it Dolphin Beach. But you can see there's a big pot of them there.
Yeah.
As we see Shabith on another wave, he's coming down, looking down the line. He's going for an ARS, but unfortunately, it's very difficult to do that through the lip with that kind of speed. So that's going to go incomplete. But let's talk about Sharif. Sharif, he's got the highest heat total with one wave.
With one wave.
One wave, 4.75. So for the viewers who may be just coming in late, he made an interference. He was in second priority and caught the wave, and interfered with the person with first priority. So he's only going to be scored on one wave. But that hasn't stopped him.
Yeah, that hasn't stopped him. He actually has dominated.
Oh, what a
wow.
great shot there. Sorry to interrupt.
That's,
what a great shot
that's
there
the
of
dolphins you were
Yeah,
talking about.
That's right. Maybe it's the same. I wonder, is it the same pod? You know, and you can see a lot
Maybe.
of the little ones. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it is, because I did notice that there were a lot of little ones when I was walking back to the hotel.
There you see some action from the dolphins.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
Look, there's a few. Yeah, it must be mums and kids, because
Yeah.
a couple of them is staying close to the bigger dolphins. But what a beautiful place, man! You live in a beautiful place. Wow.
Thank you so much. So,
Oh, it's incredible.
actually, for us Maldivians, like, we love places like your countries also. Like,
Yeah.
when we go there, we are just as mesmerized as we are in our own country. Like,
And look at the number of dolphins
Yeah.
there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There were so
That's a
many. That's
whole
what I was
school.
shocked at. Look at them. That's a
Yeah.
huge pod.
that's a whole school.
Yeah, look down in that right corner
Yeah.
there. Wow. Oh, man, this is awesome. But back to the action. So we've still got 13 minutes to go as we see a replay for Shabbat.
Of Shib, yeah.
Yep. Going up for that ARS, but yeah, unfortunately, it's very difficult to do that through the lip.
Yeah, I don't think it was his best effort, but I'll really appreciate his effort though. But he could have found the pocket a bit more smoother than that, and could have tried better than that. Let's see, he just might make a better make in the next try. But Shaif,
Yeah.
just amazing.
Yeah, that's right. He's doing really well. He's got second priority. Just make sure he just got to keep away from those competitors. He almost did it again. And he's gone up. He's now trying to improve. He's gone for an ARS, but unfortunately, he's come unstuck with that. But even then, he's on the inside, and you really got to stay away from the other competitors.
Yeah, you see there is the replay, and tries for the air is there and doesn't make it. It's pretty hard when the wave has the power of the wave has gone down from what we started today. And but very good try for Shaif. I could still see that he's trying to make the score even higher than what he has already, which he is already in the lead of the heat.
Oh, and you see the dolphins there doing a few barrel rolls themselves.
Yeah.
How good's that? So that's us over there. So we must be
Yeah.
close to the more northern island. Which is the
Yeah.
island over here that has chickens?
Oh, that's Kudavillingili.
Right. So that'd
we're
be.
not far away. That's a 5-minute boat ride.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. You can see it.
Yeah.
It looks like you could almost paddle it, and then you actually think about it. And
We
think, I'm
once
not
did.
paddling over
There's
there.
a lot of surfers here, even in Thulusdhoo, who has paddled out.
Yeah, but not only the distance.
But that
This is a highway of boats coming
yeah.
through these islands.
But that is only if the tide is very low. Like
Oh, okay.
and if the current is very low, because
Yeah.
there's a very dangerous current in between of this channel.
It gets deep,
Yeah,
doesn't it? It
yeah.
gets quite deep.
Yeah, and you get sucked out if
You don't want that
if
to
you don't
happen.
have that power. It's pretty dangerous just
Yeah.
to cross that channel. So
Yeah, and like I said, it's like a highway for the boats. They
Yeah.
come in and out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of a lot of traveling on the boats there, and they're flying through, so they don't want to be having to look out for silly little Aussie guys trying to paddle
Yeah.
across to a different wave. Maybe I'll just get the boat, because I
Yeah,
did see some of the locals, and they did offer $5 or $10 to get a trip over there.
Yeah.
And surf that wave. So
yeah,
maybe we'll mix it up.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's awesome. I mean, yeah, it'd be good to. This is an amazing wave here, but I know the Maldives, they've got a huge amount of amazing waves, and there's
Yeah.
there's world famous waves up and down the atolls here in the beautiful Maldives. So hopefully I'll get to experience a few more waves.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I'm quite content to get my little half hours before the contest out here at Cokes.
You should absolutely, before you leave Maldives, you have to go to Chickens and experience more of this beautiful left wave.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
and
plan to.
right, yeah, of course, yeah. In Thulusdhoo here we have Randa Raalhugandu is actually a right wave. So after experiencing that right for a couple of days, and then going to Chickens and experiencing that left surf break would be like very amazing. Like, oh, you got the best of both.
Yeah, exactly right. And not only the surfing, I mean, which is absolutely amazing here in the
Yeah.
Maldives, but I saw there's signs you can go swimming with turtles, you can go swimming with the stingrays or the manta rays, I think it was. They did have a sign saying you can go swimming with the sharks. I'm not really into that one, but they've got also sunset fishing. There's so many different attractions that you can do here. You don't just have to be a surfer. There's a lot of other things. So, you know, if there are surfers out there planning on coming to the Maldives and you want to bring your partner or your family, don't think that they're just going to be sitting on the beach doing nothing. There's plenty of attractions here in the Maldives for everyone. So can't talk highly about the Maldives enough. As you see on that previous screen, that there looks like there is a set coming. So, and we've got the riders paddling out for the next heat. But look, this is probably one of the biggest waves we've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's caught the guys all off guard and inside. As you know, as the waves slow down, you generally come and sit in closer because that's where the waves are.
Yeah.
But when those bigger sets come, you can be out of position, as we see here.
And Tariq, with you saw the pedal out from another contestant there, but Tariq gets the wave and tries to do a roll over there, yet couldn't make it completely.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. There was a bigger wave, and Tariq, he looked like it was a big extension of the roll. Unfortunately, the wave just kind of passed underneath him. So, as you can see, one of the riders in the next heat paddling out with only little under 8 minutes to go in this heat, 7 minutes and 45 seconds. As you see, another set coming in. So maybe the fortunes have changed a little, as we see.
And there is Shib with some live action trying to make a good maneuver, but I think he was hoping for a reverse spin there. Yeah, but couldn't make it.
Yeah, he kind of he was almost a little bit indecisive. He was he went into the spin and then thought halfway through maybe this isn't a good idea, and maybe wanted to get out, paddle back out. It just kind of got brought in. So he's probably in two minds there, whether he wanted to do the spin or wanted to get back off the wave, and unfortunately it was just really ended up being nothing.
Yeah, and this round is look at that. That's a speedboat there.
It's like a big fishing boat. Look at some of the big
That's a big game fishing speedboat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's definitly not a
can
tinny.
do everything over there.
Yeah.
As you said before, we have a lot of recreation, on water sports, even on land also.
Yeah.
But out there in the water, you have to absolutely thrive through all of the experience that you could get from Maldives, snorkeling, diving, going to fishing. It's just amazing, all of these things. I know that you just said you don't like diving with sharks, but I don't know if you're afraid of sharks or not. But
well, coming from Sydney in Australia, the sharks that we've got there are quite big and quite dangerous. But no, I'm sure if you swim with the sharks here, hopefully they're reef sharks.
Yeah, I've done that quite a few times, a lot of times actually. But I'll tell you, Maldivian sharks are very friendly.
Ah, okay. Well, if you're going to introduce me to a friendly shark, then maybe I can change my views on them. And my football team that I support back home are the Cronulla Sharks. So, maybe I've got a little bit of a connection there, and the Maldivian friendly sharks will be good to me.
Literally, if you go with a good team, a good guide, and they go out there, you have lots of reef sharks, which is not very dangerous.
Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't put you in any danger.
You have
guides.
black tip sharks. We have lemon sharks.
Oh yeah.
A few reef sharks that are very beautiful and very majestic. You can swim with them. They're very friendly, and in some islands you can see a bit of chumming or fish feeding.
Actually, you've got whale sharks here too, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, down in the more southern atolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I can't remember where I saw it. Actually, I think it was one of the event organisers who was showing me some videos of him with the whale sharks down in the southern atolls.
Whale sharks, manta rays, the sizes of big whole school buses, and just a bunch of schools of them, and just experiencing that. I have literally experienced that in one of the best atolls that from my personal pick is Ba Atoll and Alif Alif Atoll, which is not far away from Kaf Atoll, but Ba Atoll is a bit far away, but Alif Alif is not very far away. So, I mean, Baitol is also known as the Biosphere Reserve of Maldives, and the sea life there is absolutely beautiful. The corals and everything there.
Is that in the north or the south?
Um, I might go wrong on this, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna confirm until
Okay.
I know.
No problem. No worries. But yeah, we were looking earlier, before the event started,
Yeah.
we're just kind of having a discussion, and we're looking at the atolls, and they expand quite long, and there's some beautiful, beautiful places there. There was a white sand beach, one of the islands in the south that had a
Yeah.
white sand beach with a nice peaky wave. As we go back to live action here,
Yeah, there you go, Shib with a wave there after a long time, but tried to pull off. I think he was looking for the pocket, but couldn't pull off any maneuvers there. Yeah.
no, it looks like he was looking for a lip maneuver, but it was kind of just whitewash that came at him, and unfortunately his timing kind of got thrown all off, and wasn't able to really execute anything there. So, I really can't believe that after that priority interference at the beginning of the heat, Shaif is now still currently in front. The Dolphins are here. They want to find out what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They're still hanging around.
Yeah.
You see them playing and jumping around there. So, but yeah, credit to him.
Have you surfed with
4.75,
them?
the best wave. Pardon?
Yeah. Have you surfed with dolphins?
I have, yeah. I've been able to been on waves with dolphins in the past, which is a terrific experience. As we see Shaif up and riding again, that's not going to go into his top one wave. As we've got another replay here.
Yeah, that's the ship's replay.
Oh, that was the
back
ship's.
then,
Yeah, that was a replay. Yeah. So unfortunately, that's not going to know he's top two, and Shaif, that his last ride's not going to be his best score. So I'm really, really happy for him that he's able to hold it down and be in the lead with just one scoring ride.
Yeah, this is absolutely amazing that we get to see, like, for the first time in any heat, there has been an interruption like that, and then like after getting that foul, like after getting one of his waves cut out, yet he's in the lead with a 4.75. And you see there the replay that Shaif still trying to do another maneuver, trying to pull off another wave.
Yeah, it's not going to. That wasn't really going to play out for him. As we see here, Tariq paddling hard for that wave with a nice clean reverse, but that's all he's going to get. So he's looking to improve on a 1. What's he improving on? A 1.6 there. So I think it's going to improve on the 1.6, but he's only needing a 1.76 to get into second. So it's definitely going to get a 1.76. Now, how high it's going to go, we'll leave that to the judges. But he's jumped up, so it came in at a 2.25. So he's jumped from third into second as he's onto another wave, but that's just going to die out. You see here, so it's a nice clean whipping reverse, but that's all it allowed him to do, and he was quick to get out of there. So he's been listening to the beach announcer. They're counting down. He's only got 1 minute 10 seconds left, but you can really see the energy in the ocean's really gone. So it's a credit to the event organisers to realise that was going to happen and to only run the 4 heats, because it's really from where we started even to now was only an hour ago.
I
a
would
little
say
bit longer.
I would say the same. That was absolutely a good thing. The event organizers, judges, and everybody decides to give this amount of time to the heats and just only a certain amount of heats per day. So we already know that it has been forecasted, and we have experienced people on this island itself.
Yeah, as you can see here, with only 27 seconds to go, we've got the biggest set of the heat coming through. Shabiath, he's in third position. He needs to really improve, and unfortunately, I don't think that's going to do it. He needs to improve on a 1.5. You see, the biggest heat. This is the biggest heat of the whole, the biggest set, of the heat has come through, and it doesn't look like anyone's going to get it. It is. Shaif, he's on the edge of it. He's looking to improve on a 4.75. He's gone for the ARS. I don't think that's going to. Well, it's incomplete, so it's not going to improve. But I can't. The other guys aren't going to improve either. So we've got a tied heat, but because he had the best scoring ride, that's unbelievable. What a great job by him to only be scored off one wave and make it through. That's awesome. What a great job. Well done. Well done,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
That's awesome. Really, really.
Absolutely. 18-year-old Sharif from Mali with interference with his one wave taking off. He would have been literally.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's time.
That's
and
it for the heat. So we're
yeah.
going to go to commercials. Stay tuned for the last heat of the men's.
Yeah.
Backdooring this barrel section. Does he hang that high line? He does. Insane exit from that tube. Wow.
Best results of my life. I make some fifth place. Fuck. Fucking dream. Bueno, puedo creer. Tu sueño, tu sueño. La final contra pie. Y ganar.
Welcome back, everybody, to Maldives Pro 2026 as we start the last heat of today. Bego?
Yeah, last heat. There's the second heat of the rapid charge of the men. So let's hit the water. We don't want to miss any of the action. And with that amazing view, we have the presentation. And what an unfortunate thing to happen for Amin Musa and Ali Javed Jate to be together in this heat number 2 against Carl Munger. But yeah, we'll see how this one unfolds for the two Maldivians and the sole Australian that we have in this event. And we'll see who can advance. And first blood is the Australian, Carl Munger. Just going for a quick reverse combined with the spin there. And he tried another one, but yeah, just trying to go for something fast. And we do have some waves that happened while we were in the commercial break, so we're going to go check them out. Thank you. Says Ali Javed, I think it's Jate. We saw a 5. So yeah, nice roll there for him. Already in the first position with that wave.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing, Jate. And you have Carl here with his wave trying to pull off a maneuver here. The spin, first spin and the second spin again. And then going for a third spin there. Not the best wave. I think he could have done.
All right, and yeah, and that was actually Carl. He got 2 waves. I mean, we think this happened while we were watching. Oh, this is actually Amin Musa.
Yeah.
Let's see, Amin attacking very well. Super projected roll. I loved it. That was an amazing maneuver for Amin Musa. Our favorite junior. Now, I'm joking. We don't have any favorites. But yeah, I remember him when he was a junior. And check this out. Ali Jabed coming in this one and going for a roll as well. So yeah, looking strong. The Maldivians attacking very fast.
Yeah, this is absolutely brilliant how Jate, look at how clean it is. Like he uses the pocket the way it has to be. Very clean, very tidy. He did his job very nicely executed. And that is Jate Ali Javid from Lamu Atoll. The guy is an absolute powerhouse, very fun guy, lovely to hang out with. Yeah,
You're right. I love it. But check this out. The first wave of Amin Musa, this one right here. It's an 8-point ride. I'm loving the slow motions. And of course, check this out. It was perfectly executed and he actually projected it very well. Judges love that. He is definitely giving the judges what they want. and great
Look
performance.
at that air time on that. Like he was literally in mid-air. That was absolutely. So I would say just a fantastic. Wow. We would say obiness to the max. Very obi. Varang obi. Varasali.
Vara, vara.
Varasali.
That's like a lot, right?
Yeah.
Vara?
Varasali.
Vara solid.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving it. You want to say some words in Divahi for everyone that is tuning in? 'Cause we
Yeah.
have 2 Maldives.
Yeah, if you come to Maldives, how to greet a good morning is Vara Bajaveri Hendune. Hendune.
Vara vaje very hendune.
Barabar. That's
Barabar.
really good.
Thank you, Coco.
Hey, wow. So you've been learning.
I just learned that
So
outside.
thank you, brother, means thank you, Coco.
Coco is little
Shukriya,
brother,
Coco.
right? Or otherwise
Yeah.
it will be Bebe.
Yeah.
Bebe.
It's actually little brother. Coco is little brother. Bebe is big brother.
Yeah, and
Not
I will
like
be your
bro.
data.
Yeah. Yeah, data. Don data.
Oh, look at that. Hugo and his dad relaxing there because, of course, he advanced.
Yeah, you
Uh,
can see that's a father and son there.
Yeah. They're look-alike, huh?
Yeah.
Hugo is a mix between his mother and dad.
Yeah, and I can just see behind them the locals, their Jate and Amin Musa supporters. They are, especially Jate supporters, are also there, literally cheering up for the locals there. And amazing to see the families come together here and give them the extra confidence they need. You know, when you have your supporters, when you have your loved ones watching, and they literally come to where you're competing, that gives you that extra strength you need mentally and emotionally. They like, prepare yourself. I'm gonna do it for myself. I'm gonna do it for them, and I'm gonna do it for my country with a lot of pride inside them.
You are completely right. You know, it's an extra motivation to be home. For some people, it's an extra stress, but most of the riders, they love to be home. They love to feel that energy of, their very own. So, yeah. Last heat of the day, people, we have a communication that tomorrow we have a check-in. Oh, check this out. We have Amin Musa going for a huge ARS and not able to land it. Yeah.
Yeah, that is that was absolutely very nice. You can see at the replay, I mean, Musa coming down. A good wave that he picked up, finding the section and hitting it absolutely brilliantly done, but the landing was a little bit off and then he gets backed out from the wave. But very good effort. For sure we'll be seeing, and we have some other live action again. We have Carl with the spin and going for the pocket for a barrel. Did he make it?
Roll?
Sorry, for a roll.
Yeah,
Until he
kind
did
of.
not.
He tried, right?
Yeah, he tried.
Yeah. All right, so one more look here. I really like this first spin for Carl, and I liked his attitude, He's driven to try to get another maneuver there. That's cool. That's, show how much he wants it. But yeah, he needs to get something higher unlocked because the two Maldivians, they are having way higher scores and they are actually, picking the best waves. So yeah, Carl has to go for something bigger.
Yeah, and there you go. You can see on the board right now one of the biggest.
Virgo, well, I'm here with the winner of that last heat, Shaif. He actually got a priority interference, but still won the heat with one wave. Tell me about that.
I'm still very new to this. This is my first IBC competition, and I'm still learning the priority and how to deal with it. Hopefully in the future I'll do better. I'm still learning everything. It was a very good experience for me.
Absolutely, and to get the best wave of the heat on one wave, awesome for you. But tell me a little about your experiences out here.
This is actually my second time ever in Thulusdhoo. The first time was for 30 minutes and I had a good time. I actually did my first ever barrel roll here, which was like a few months ago, like 3-4 months ago.
Oh, how awesome that! So you've got a bit of a connection then with this wave, and I can see, we're talking just before this. You're new to this. You said, "How do I hold the board?" 18-year-old. You're doing amazing things. Is there anyone you'd like to thank and have a shout out to?
I would like to shout out to my mother. She's been wonderful. She's the one I call before every single heat. She helps me with the pressure. And thank you to my friends, my wonderful friends and family. That's all. You.
How amazing is that? Virgo, back to you. Incredible.
Beautiful interview there, and I'm just loving that energy, and that feeling of being so grateful.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm bragging to his family.
Aw.
I'm going to call his father. I'm going to call his family. I'm like, hey, did you guys know what your son did? Great guy, Shaif. That was amazing. Yeah, and actually, these maneuvers while we were growing up, I say barrel a lot to rolls, but actually, growing up, we were talking Maldives, and you get that slang language, get into it, and then we would mistakenly say to a barrel, tangaduga, barrelingadali. Like tangadu means that sharp point, the lip of the wave, and you hit it, and then you go for a roll, and we call it just barrel.
Oh, that is why.
Yeah.
We were wondering. We were like, oh, but because we have been hearing him calling the rolls barrels, and we were just talking about it during the interview, and I said and he explained to me, and I said you know what, explain that, and it's pretty cool to know. Because how are we going to know that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you in Maldives call the rolls barrels?
Yeah, we do a lot back then, actually. Not anymore, but because back then we didn't have a lot of knowledge in Maldives. Like we were very young, enthusiastic bodyboarders out there. And you see some of the guys, Jate, Ali Hushwan, these guys were the people who taught us this knowledge the right way. Because we had it all wrong. And some of the judges we have today, the Maldivian judges, these people are, and there you go with some live action. Ali Javid picking up a great wave there, trying to find the section, still riding and going to the pocket and having a beautiful roll made. Forward going, very nice, Jate.
Jate. There you go. Check this out. One more look to this wave. He kicked just to generate a little bit extra speed. He needs that to go over that section, and right there he knew exactly when to release the brakes and attack on a good section for a roll. Projected one, well landed. It's not enough for him to advance. He wants to advance first, But Musa with an 8 and a 2. But you know what? I think with that last wave, might get back that first position because he's looking for a 5.01. Let's see if the judges think that's enough for Jate.
I think that just might do the trick. That was very good thinking of Jate. While he saw the section break down, he knew he needed that extra speed. While he picked up the wave, he knew where he was at the wave, so he gave that extra push, and then he rid it down until he got the pocket, and then he did a beautiful roll, made it possible, and there you have it, a 6.0, and that hits all together with his 5.11 points, and he is at the top. You see the slow replay.
Yeah, I'm loving this, slow motions. He stalled perfectly and released the brakes right in the perfect section to go for a projected roll. As you can see, Ali Javed, one of the most experienced riders here in the Maldives, as well as Ali Khushruan, which is our Kuraya.
Yeah.
And also Duni, right? They
Yeah,
have a
Duni.
long time.
Yeah.
Those three are like the biggest names, is it?
Yeah, we have some other big names like Ali Sham Rafi. It's a pity.
Rafi, he's really good.
I
Where
love
is he?
him. Absolutely. He's here right now at Thulusdhoo. He just arrived last night. He is actually one of the national bodyboarders and also
But he
a
didn't
part
compete.
of MBBA board. So he's a member of MBBA and he's working for MBBA. That's why he cannot perform in this competition.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
They have the same rule
Yeah.
that we have. they
Yeah.
can't really compete
Yeah,
if they're
yeah,
part of the.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
a pity.
understand.
I would say like it would be wonderful to see him. You know, we started together, Sham, me, Chico, a lot of other bodyboarders, and Sham was the smallest from all of us, but he was the most inspirational from all of us. The first day we went to surf, we didn't know what to do, but this guy clearly lined that day. He pulled off everything we could do in months, and
He was.
I
I
remember.
remember him.
Yeah.
He had a very good style.
You know, his first competition, it was called Atahukuru Gonjo. It was a Friday competition, just 1 day cup. And he literally did 12 forward spins in one wave.
Oh my!
That's in Malay.
in Raalhugandu,
Yeah, in
Baruga?
Raalhugandu. And it was very unique.
Oh.
So, growing up to see him who he is today, it's so inspirational. And bodyboarders like that, and you see some live action by Amin, and this is another kid just like him.
Whoa!
There you go.
That's so cool. I mean, he's this close to Landos. You know, he's trying. And my experience is that when they seek like that, the maneuver,
Yeah.
they're going to eventually be landing it. But look at that. That's a good approach. Yeah. I mean, he is searching for that ARS, and he's really close to land it. Very good. Very well projected. Unfortunately, just that last part, you know, he was really close. Yeah, I'm loving the, you know, the motivation and the will to
Yeah.
try to go for something bigger and something more difficult. Amin Umar Musa. Yeah, we remember him from the times he was a junior. He actually
Yeah.
got a podium in the first event, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's riders like Amin Musa coming from juniors now to the seniors with absolutely beautiful scores from their previous competitions. And now, even in this heat itself, he was one of the first to hit that 8. And then his second wave might be a 2, but as the scoring goes, it will gradually go higher from that 2. If he takes another 8, that means he would have a really, really good score of a 16. So that would be really hard for anyone to take lead from. So you already have a very experienced bodyboarder like Ali Javed competing up against him, which they will meet a lot in the capital city, which they will have faced off in the capital city in the local competitions. And just like Ali Sham Rafiu, Amin Umar Musa is a very similar bodyboarder who has beautiful riding skills and has shown us tremendous effort in performing so many beautiful maneuvers and giving us so many good memories in those previous competitions.
Well, I'm checking here at the notes you gave me about,
Yeah.
you know, every rider. And Amin Musa, he's 21 years of age. And, you know,
Yeah.
Ali Javed, he is 34.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, there's a big gap in between them. You know, definitely Amin grew up looking up
Yeah.
to
Of course.
Jate, right?
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's so inspirational. And there you have Ali Javed Jate with his wave, a very beautiful wave, and wow, beautiful invert made. The air was very beautiful, very beautifully executed.
Well, check this out. One more look to this excellent wave of Ali Javed. He's putting on a show here for the Maldives, showing that he's coming out of the repechage, but in a great way. Not only, you know, getting the scores, but he's putting on a show. So excellent performance there for our boy from, you'd said it was a different atoll. He's
from Lamo Atoll with same like Dooney. Aya is also, Ali Javed is also from Lamo Atoll.
all right. From Lamu. I haven't been there.
Oh, it's a beautiful place, Lamo Atoll, and you have some live action here. I mean, Musa was trying to pick the wave, but now as he backed down, Carl took the wave, and I think the wave was crashing in more, but he couldn't perform any maneuvers. He just came down with the wave.
All right, so a heat that it's been dominated by the Maldivians, and there is a change of situation right now after that last wave. And check this out. Take us through this one. What do you think?
Wow, I think that's a beautiful wave, beautiful selection, and that hits the right pocket and makes a beautiful air and makes a beautiful inward. Look at the slow-mo. Look at how beautiful that is. Thank you, Slow Tape, for these beautiful shots. Wow, Javed, as you said, absolutely dominating this heat. He's showing that he is boss right now.
Man, look at those scores. That was an 8.75 for Jate, and now, alongside with that 6, he's holding the first position with a total of 14.75.
Yeah.
Amin Musa right now, he needs a 6.76. And Carl, he needs a 7.56 to get back to one of those qualification spots. So remember, only first and second will be advancing to the next round, which is the round of 16 here in the Men Prime Series. I'm sorry. The Men Rising Series.
Yeah,
This event,
yeah.
it's a Men Rising Series.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing seeing these beautiful maneuvers pulled off by these contestants here, and this being the last heat of the day. Until this ends, you haven't seen it all. You haven't seen it all. These contestants are absolutely unpredictable. What maneuver they would come up with these waves. It's not the best wave condition day, but still you could see from this heat itself that some of these contestants very patient with what wave they're going to be taking, and you can see beautiful maneuvers being pulled off. So they know Jate out there, Armin out there, Carl out there, they know what wave they're going to pick. They know what they're doing. They're thinking on the maneuver. They're absolutely executing those maneuvers beautifully and amazing.
All right, people, if you're just getting here, tomorrow we have a check-in at 11 for a possible 11:30 start. That's been communicated, all right? So tomorrow, Saturday, possible start at 11:30, all right?
Yeah.
Remember, we get here, we check the conditions, and then we
Yeah.
decide if we're going to have another check-in or what. But, yeah, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and activate that little bell that the channel has,
Yeah.
so you get to know when we're live, which is very handy, you know. Sometimes you're doing something else, and look at
there you
these
see
beautiful
some live
waves.
action by Amin Musa. He picked a beautiful wave, but I don't think it was. I don't think he thought that this wave could generate a lot of things for him, so he backed out of the wave. Yeah.
That's right. Right, thank you for that. That's a link tree for you guys to scan and connect with us, and it is important that you get the information from first hand. So yeah, check this out. Carmonger, let's see. Oh, not able to do much on that one, but yeah, trying. That's good. You wanna
Wow.
try to put some numbers there because
Yeah.
he's looking for a big number right now.
Ah, look at that. Look at the wave. Look at that big wave coming in like after so long. You know, right now, today, you just have to wait very anxiously for that big, good wave that you need to score some good, that you need to find that sharp edge and do some good maneuvers. So some of these contestants are really using their minds on waiting and being patient. That's why you get the extra time today. We've still have 16 minutes left, and you can already see the scoreboard. They are hitting some good points. Ali Javed on the top with 14.75, and Armin Musa following up with a 10.5. 10.05, and Carl with a 4.40.
Yeah, what an amazing hit. All right, so last of the day right now, it's 4:30 here. So we have another 50 minutes to go. And we would like to thank everyone that made this event possible, right? Why not? We
Yeah.
have a little bit
Yeah,
of
let's call upon our sponsors, and this competition, Maldives Pro 2026, is presented in association with Maldives Ministry of Youth, Empowerment, Sports and Fitness, Secretariat of Thulusdhoo Council, which is the hosting island we are in right now, Diragu is our digital partner. Thank you, Diragu. Season Paradise, Bliss View, accommodation partners, beautiful places. Be the Bin Events, Arco. I really must appreciate Arco because, you know, in the past I've worked for Arco and he has been my boss and he is the CEO of Be the Bin. He comes to the events, he checks everything. He is there literally right now. So great work, great team, Be the Bin. They also have their own dance group and also they have their own traditional Maldivian drumming, which you need to experience. Beautiful.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
We've been here 4 times.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Yeah.
performances we've seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and you have Muja Arts with the award partner. Now we would love to, in the future, see the awards. And Barney Water Sports with water, which is our water safety partner. And we also have Surfing Association of Thulusdhoo with our community partner. Thank you, Thulusdhoo Surfing Association. Without you, we couldn't have done this. And we have our catering partner, Clamshell Restaurant, and Thulusdhoo Local Authority Company with our travel partner. Energy partner is The Hawks. Apparel partner, Island Apparels. Printing Lab with our printing partner, Male Atoll Health Center. Supporting partner, Stelco, MNDF Police. Supporting partners. Thank you.
All right. So, yeah, without you, we wouldn't be here, people. Thank you so much. And especially to all the community, you know, and all the Maldivian riders. A lot of respect for you guys for, you know, let us know, let us have your break here. Your precious Randa Raalhugandu.
Randa Raalhugandu.
Randa Raalhugandu.
Yeah, lots of history here, lots of history all over the Maldives. Maldives has a very rich history. If you are dropping into Maldives, do your research, come to Maldives, ask the locals. Every island has its unique history about it. Every island has something special about it. And you'd be like in a Maldivian hotel or Maldivian island and you feel like you've seen everything. And then you move to the next island and you'll be like, okay, there's new things. And yeah, it's always surprising. It's surprising for us too.
Well, that's amazing that you say that. All right, so check this out. Amin Musa. Not happening there in that one.
Yeah, I mean, Musa, I think that was a really good wave that he picked, but didn't actually get the section that he needed or he wanted.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. We still have 12 minutes left, and we have priority for Ali Javid with number 1 priority, and the second priority goes to Carl with Amin getting the third position in the priority with that last wave of his. That was a very beautiful wave, though. I think he didn't get the section that he wanted. It collapsed before he reached it. Yeah, but yeah. Let's see what happens next. You can see the tide has gone so low. Yeah, the reef is getting more visible right now as the sun goes down. When we started, we had a really high tide, but yeah, it's getting low and low by every minute now.
All right, men rising series, people. We have 2,000 points up for grabs. $20,000 for the man. You know, I was surfing the other day and I saw that thing floating there. Is that like an anchor or something?
Yeah, I think that's a point where like they want to
It's a
know
buoy?
that there is a reef there. Or some a bit of a lip reef under coming up, so that anyone traveling from this channel would be more careful about it. You know, not to come so close.
It's a mark.
Yeah,
all right, I understand. Yeah, I was watching that when I was surfing. I was like, And then someone told me, no, there's divers. And I was like, no,
Yeah.
that thing is not moving. So
Yeah, I thought it was divers too. I thought that there you have some live action by Carl trying to get into a tube, a barrel inside, but I think it collapsed before that, and then he came out with the whitewash trying to do a spin on it. I don't think he could get it correctly, you know. Did he make it or not? I have to check the replay for that one.
Yeah, I mean, it was
took me
kind of
off
like a
guard.
make, but
Yeah.
you know, it was kind of slow too. So, yeah.
Wow, look at that wave.
All right. Yeah, but that was close enough. I think the
Yeah.
one out the back is probably better, but yeah, not really. It's looking more or less the
Yeah, yeah.
same, you know.
Yeah. Closing up, yeah. We see some good waves. You saw that a fishing boat there. That's as I said yesterday, the traditional fishing boat of Maldives. This channel is also very famous for fishing too. A bit further from the channel though, you can see where the boat is, and from the horizon there, lots of fishing boats go there for the freshly catched tuna. We are solely our purpose of fishing is just beyond anything else in Maldives. So it was our backbone. It's still one of our backbones of which holds our economy just next to tourism industry. Maldives being a fully import country, the only thing that we export is actually tuna fish. So lots of fish, tuna, yellowfin tuna there you see. They are the heroes that catches the bluefin tuna and the yellowfin tuna, and which is exported in tons and tons
Is that
every
mas?
day.
How do
Yeah.
you say tuna? And
Kandu mas. Kandu
Mas.
means ocean, and mas means fish.
yeah, I know, but because I like mas roshi.
Tuna is like carnelli.
Mas roshi is like
yeah.
the
Yeah, masroshi is very
I
very
love
nice,
it.
right? Yeah. Yeah, you get
The
the
mas huni.
coconut in it. You got that fresh tuna, a little bit of onions, and a little bit of what do you say, lemon.
freshly grinded
Yeah.
coconut.
Yeah, and the coconut mixed with it with a little bit of spicy chili, and that's it. You just mix it, and
Yeah.
there you have it.
I love
Masuni.
it. I've been having it every breakfast. The mas huni.
Yeah,
Huni?
yeah, masuni. That's right.
Mas
That's
huni.
right.
I love it.
Yeah, it's amazing. You never get bored of masuni.
Never.
You never get bored
I
of
put
mas-
extra lime on it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Oh.
think it's my favorite thing
Yeah.
here in the
Oh, really?
Maldives. Yeah, the mas huni.
So if you could take anything from all this, what would you do? Take masuni?
Mas huni. I'll take coconut. I don't have coconut where I live,
Yeah.
so I can do masuni in in Chile.
I'll send you
But
some
I don't
coconuts.
have coconuts.
I'll send you some.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
You
could.
know, I think I take a whole atoll with me.
No, you should check some islands out. You have some fresh markets. You know, some islands are very special for agriculture too in Maldives. So you have Thulusdhoo Island in Alif Atoll, not far from here. A huge exporter of lots of vegetable fruits to the capital city where you have the markets. You get from all local islands. A lot of people would bring in to the capital city Male and to the market. And you just see that so close by this fishing boat. You see their action right now, preparing the nets there for bait fish. Yeah, from those nets, they will just get small. They will only use the net for bait fish, which is very small bait fish. But they will not use it for catching tunas and other fish because it's actually not even allowed anymore because you could catch a lot of sea life creatures that must not be, some of which is endangered. And we hold very dearly, like turtles. Like we don't catch turtles. Like
That's good.
Yeah, we're running out of turtles.
That's good. Yeah, you
yeah.
don't have to. You know, back in the Caribbean when I used to live, I'm from the Caribbean.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. It looks like here a lot, but we don't have atolls. You eat the turtles. We were always against it, but there's a culture of eating turtles. It tastes like chicken. It's not really good to say, but now it's fully protected, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Back in the day, there were, it was crazy how much
same
they
here
eat.
too.
And they use, the shell to do carré,
Yeah, souvenirs and things like that for houses also. They use it for glasses and
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
We have Ali Javed finally after a little break here going for an air reverse. What? I am loving it. not able to complete, but
I
yeah, that
love the
was
push.
beautiful to watch.
Yeah. That was very beautiful. You see the replay, him coming down and trying to find the right section, and he hits it. You can see him getting thrown off, and the beautiful way he did that spin on air, but landing it a little bit uh, not as expected. So he gets pushed back on the wave because of that. If he did get the little bit more forward that he wanted, I think he would have landed much more correctly. It was a very good effort, very beautifully done, but not succeeded. Could have done better, for
I'm
sure.
loving the effort either way.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah.
we are happy to see different maneuvers. You know,
Yeah.
and it's great when a rider try to
Yeah,
just risk a little bit, right?
yeah,
So yeah.
for sure.
4
For sure.
minutes and 30 seconds to go in the last heat of second day of competition here at the 2026 Maldives Pro. What a pleasure to be back at the Maldives for the fourth time. And next to me, I have a local bodyboarder and presenter from here, from Mali, actually. Same toll, but different city.
Yeah,
And his name is Aman.
Aman.
Aman, but there's Ibrahim Aman.
Ibrahim Aman.
Ibrahim Aman.
I
Oh my
love the way you
God.
say it.
Aman. Aman.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so sorry with my accent. I wanna get it perfect.
Yeah, I don't think that it's bad even right now. I
Say
think
it,
it's
say it.
very nice. Ibrahim Aman.
Ibrahim Aman.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
you
Oh, Pierre playing with his son. Loving it. Benji.
See, this is how you get to enjoy with your families in Maldives. Like he is here for the competition. He is enjoying it with his family, with his son, playing a little bit of beach ping pong over there.
Love it.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Swimming, you know. Oh man, the island is beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this last heat. What was your favorite moment of today?
I think my favorite moment of today was the women's division, where um, the first place went to that bodyboarder who tried her best with yesterday dislocating her shoulder and coming back today.
Maira, yes.
Yeah, Maira.
Maida.
Literally, she showed so much effort, and I loved it. It was very inspiring. So that was the most beautiful moment for me today. And after that, Shaif, just 18 years old, and then he lost the priority point and lost a wave count by the judges, and yet had only one wave count and won with
Amazing.
with a score of only one wave. So that was also very amazing. Those two moments is for me to make memories today.
Well, that's amazing. And well, people, you know, we're having another event going on at the same time that we're here at the
Yeah.
Maldives, which is in Morocco. You know, it's a junior men rising series event. It's the Media Pro. It's happening right now. If you wanna, we don't have a streaming for that one, unfortunately, but the scores are live in the IBC World Tour website. So that's why we always encourage you to scan that if you wanna follow that. The IBC World Tour website has a lot of information and a lot of things happening. We stay very active throughout the year. So, yeah. That's the junior man calendar that you have right there. As you can see, we are right here at the Maldives, so there's also the everyday media event happening at the same time. So make sure if you are in Europe or rooting for some of the juniors that are in that event, you can find the scores
Yeah.
there. I'm loving, Morocco, 2 events this year.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
having a junior here too, but it's only a final. We only have 3 riders.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year
Yeah.
we have some
Yeah,
more.
that's great, and we are hoping that more juniors come up to participate in these competitions. We had only 3 contestants this year, but hopefully at the coming future we'd have even more, and even a women's division too. I would love to see a bodyboarding women's division and some local women participating. There you can see Jate calling the beach officials to call up how much time he has left. And I think he's going to take this wave. He's trying, and he has taken off and starts with a roll. And just, I think he's just trying to
Just a
come up.
victory lap, you know?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm loving the performance of Alija Vet. So yeah, congratulations to him. I think you're gonna get to interview him.
Yeah.
That'll be nice to see. You're loving it.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. This heat is officially over, and huge congratulations to Carmonger for giving his best. And unfortunately, he is being knocked out of competition, and the two Maldivians are advancing. Experienced Alija Vet in first, and our former runner-up in the junior men division back in 22, Amin Musa.
Yeah.
It's advancing in second. So
Yeah.
we're going to go to a commercial break and also to a daily recap because they show you the best waves of
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah.
And then we will come back, wrap up, and you will interview Alija
Alija
Vet.
with Jate.
Yes, so
And we call it smaller JD.
JD, there
Yeah.
you go.
Sometimes in the Raalhugandu.
Oh my. All right, so don't go anywhere. We will come back right after this.
Backdooring this barrel section. Does he hang that high line? He does. Insane exit from that tube. Wow.
Best results of my life. I make some fifth place. Fuck. Fucking dream. Bueno, puedo creer. Tu sueño. La final contra pie. Y ganar.
All right, everyone, welcome back. This is day number 2, another successful day of competition. Unfortunately, we had big upsets, Watching Alexander Rinder, our defending world champion,
Yeah,
being
world
knocked
champ's
out,
gone.
huh?
Yeah, it's competition.
Yeah, it is hard. It's
Yeah.
one and men or women glory. It's super
Yeah.
difficult. But yeah, what a day. My personal highlight it was that battle between Neymar Carvalho
Oh,
and
yeah.
Maíra Viana. Maíra Viana, an absolute warrior.
What a way to kick off the day.
Oh man, an absolute warrior. She, got her shoulder dislocated yesterday, and she came back
Unbelievable.
stronger than ever, and
So good.
won in a great fashion. What's your personal highlight?
For me, it was actually Shaif, who made a terrible mistake in getting that priority interference, only being scored off one wave, and then getting the heat win. I couldn't believe it. So I got to do the post-heat interview with him, and he was saying that he's young and he will never make that mistake again. I said, that's the best way to learn. But you learn and be able to progress. Very proud of him. So, yeah, great job. Great day with only 4 heats. So many, still great highlights.
So many good
Yeah.
memories, definitely. And I have to send out Namika as well.
Yes.
She's saying that she, coming from, losing the world title last year,
You could see the
she's
fire in her eyes
yeah.
with your interview.
Yeah, she
Coming
was
for-
like
coming for
coming
Yeah,
stronger.
Love
That's-
that. Love that. Good on her.
Yeah, I love that part, and I have to say the day was definitely excellent. And we're waiting for Ali Javed to get out of the water, and we will have that interview. I'm pretty sure director is gonna let us know when the interview is ready. But yeah, for tomorrow we have an official call. We
Yes.
are going to be here at 11, right?
11 o'clock check-in
Yeah,
for a possible 11:30 start.
there you go.
So make sure you get your tables and times set. Know what that will be in your local times because you don't want to miss any action. That's for sure.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
so yeah, remember. Well, we have a huge difference with many of the countries that are
That's right.
usually are the most of the viewers are coming from probably Latin, South America, and Europe and all.
All
but
over.
all over the world. Yeah, the stocks are pretty good, but maybe you can set your alarm. Why not? I remember back in the day I wanted to watch Gran Canaria Fronton King, and I set my alarm, and
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I used to live in Panama, and I just woke up in the middle of the night to watch it.
Have the coffee going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you everyone for another to be with us, and of course we urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to also share the live feed when we are live, because it's important. We always say that it costs nothing to you,
Yep.
but it brings a lot to
Yeah.
the sport. It is important to have your support.
So like and subscribe and share.
Yeah, exactly. Do we have the interview ready now with Aman and Ali Jabet? We'll see. Looks like it's still getting ready. Well, it's a long paddle.
Long
to
paddle,
get-
and
yeah.
his mates were cheering at every
Oh.
big move that he did. So he's probably getting celebrated by his friends, which is fair enough. He surfed really well, so it was great for him and great for his mates too. They were stoked.
Well,
You could hear him
Andrew,
cheering.
I have been meaning to ask you something, and well, now the interview is ready, but I just want your personal insight. I'm gonna ask you that afterwards, but let's just hit the interview, and then we'll come back with that idea.
Okay.
Ready? Mashkar Nulibe Adem Mihar. Okay, guys, I'm here with the last heats winner, Jate. And Jate's daughter, Leah, just came up while we were here getting ready. Jate, how do you feel right now? How did the heat go? How did competing with Amin and Carl?
I'm really happy with the heat. This is the best heat I had competed this competition. That's a good result for me. I'm happy with the result.
And looking forward to the competition. What's your goal? What's next?
The next heat is gonna be tough. I'll try my best to win the heat. Good luck for all the other competitors.
Sorry. Leah wants to go down. Thank you, Leah. And Jate, last thing, anything you want to say in Divehi or to the viewers and everyone for in home and the supporters?
Huriya Divehi na budan bear na mubarak gorab ba or Divehi kuding eba wade kure hema Divehi Huriya kudin na ves warab support beenum wane Huriya kuding ves tama dura gatum badam gendam me warab support වෙනවනේ දෙවෙන්න. Thank you.
Warabada Shukriya. Thank you so much, Jate. And then we are passing it to our colleagues, Bego and Andrew in the booth. Thank you so much.
Oh, that was really beautiful to watch. And just to get back to that idea real quick before we leave, I want your insights about the women division compared to your times. What do you see now?
Compared to my times back in the Middle Ages? No,
in the Stone Ages?
what I've come to see, and I've been watching the World Tour as well last year and everything, but what I've come to realize is there's so many good women these days. Like when I was competing, there was always, like, the Brazilian always had a strong field. Japanese had a strong field of women, and there was a few Australians, Kira Llewellyn and Lily Pollard, who were really great. But I feel these days, any of the top 16 could win the world title. There's, you could even see in the repechage today, we had the second and third seed in that. So yeah, it's such it's an even playing field because the level is so high. And it's so good to watch. They're all pushing each other. They're great friends on land, but as soon as the rash fest goes on, they're just absolute warriors. And that's what I've noticed, Mas, is how many great women bodyboarders there are at the moment, and it's so enjoyable to watch.
Well, with that idea, we'll let you go, and we're going to see you tomorrow for a possible 11:30 start. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.